Well, alrighty then. Okay, Twitch app is working. Glad it is, because I certainly am not. Occupation-wise, anyway. Like 1 minute, we'll get started, I think.
Are you ready, Jimmy?
Wait for the time change. 4:24 on that clock that you can't actually see because it's turned away from you. Do you have Twitch chat open?
I just opened it.
Okay. Just want to make sure. We have fail safes in case any of mine are frozen.
Okay. Yeah, Twitch is open. You are ending off every stream as a leather worker now, aren't you?
What?
You are ending off just all the streams as a leather worker, aren't you?
Actually, I'm beginning the streams as a leather worker so I could finish up the quest line. Ideally, I'll be done with the quest line by the time we get done with the main storyline. Which is probably going to be this week. Like, if it's not, then we're going to really be slacking. Also, we're starting.
Okay. Press the go button. I'm already in,
Press
so...
the big red button. No, don't press the big red button.
Also, Jimmy, I finally breached 1 million yesterday.
1 million what?
XP to the next level.
1 million. Not impressed. I can do that too. Well, fancy meeting all of you here. I don't have my little stand for my arm, so I'm going to need to go and get it in a moment. But, yeah, don't get used to me being here, because we're pretty much going to be here at the beginning of each stream from now until I'm done with the Leather Worker quest line. And that's only 3 quests away, so once we're done with that, I'm probably not going to continue Leather Worker into Heaven's Ward and Stormblood. It's just doesn't seem like the kind of thing I'd want to keep doing, to be honest with you. I'd rather get through the combat stuff. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, the Stream Edition. Excuse me, good lord. Last time, we rescued our friends from the Castrum Sentry and found out that one of our own was a traitor. Thancred is a traitor to the cause. He's also Lahabria, which is kind of bad, I suppose, for us, because that means that they knew our every move. But good for us, because now they won't know our every move, because Thancred isn't part of the organization right now, so he can't plan our every move until the Empire. So everything we do from this point on, they can't prepare for adequately.
But they also know right where our hideout is.
Yeah, maybe we should move that. So today
Just
we'll
to-
see if they want to move it or if we just want to strike back at the Empire while the iron's hot. But first, two things. A, I'm going to go get my little rest for my arm, which will take 5 seconds. And B, we're going to do a leatherwork request. So give me a moment. Ugh. I knew I was forgetting something today.
You forgot your water, didn't you?
No, I forgot my armrest. That's what I just said 6 times. Incidentally, my armrest is over by Cole, where he's recording. So, that's why you may have heard me reverberating and echoing all over the place just now. Put my headphones back in. Hello, Yugman and Espy. How you guys doing today?
Hello.
Doing something else until I'm doing grouped content? Okay, sounds good. Might be a little bit, but we'll be doing group content this stream. We're going to go do that trial, or whatever it is that's coming up. Probably like in an hour or so, maybe. Just a rough guess. I don't know. Wanted to see if your alt character could apply for free transfer to Goblin, but it doesn't. Ah, that's too bad, Yugman. Thanks for checking, though. It's unfortunate, but I appreciate you taking the time to go check and see.
Yeah.
The red on my shoes and my hand wraps isn't quite the same as the red that's on the pack that I've got in the back there. I couldn't find a brown that looks exactly like the stuff I have on my back, but I may have to switch it to something else, maybe a gray or something. I don't know. Do the trial and Fawant can finish the first dungeon. We got to do Wanderer's Palace too before we even do the end game stuff. So likely we will not be doing either of the end game dungeons this stream or next stream, if my estimates are correct, because we have to do
Me, on the
side
other hand,
content
that's a different
first.
story.
So, but we'll see. It might surprise me. You never know. Let's see what has our guildmaster flustered. Also, Dream and Kira, thank you for the auto hosts. Appreciate those. What order is this order, Guildmaster? Oh, and they even rushed the order. Damn, that's a hasty customer. Should ask them where they got the haste spell. I'd kind of like that for myself. Well, I mean, like you've said before, you could count on me, so you could just let me... Yeah, that I was just going to say, just delegate the work to me since I'm apparently your favorite student now. Fair enough. So we got to make boarskin smithy's gloves this time for our witless client. I got to have what we need there. Let's see, we need some boar hide for sure. We need some alumine for sure. What else do we need for this? Let's have a look. Boarskin smithies are probably somewhere in here, maybe? Because the ring bands are up there. Vintage smithies, that's not quite what... Aha, here we go. Boar leather, steel ingot, and hippogriff sinew. Alright, so we need those steel ingots again. Ooh, I was a little close. I only have one left. Hopefully I do this properly. I'm sure I will. If not, I'll just go buy some on the market board. Big deal. So we'll see. It's like 5 quests between the trial and the stories and dungeons. Yeah. With that in mind and the side quests, we're definitely not getting it done in the next couple of streams. So, okay, let's go and make what we need. We need to make some boar leather. How much boar leather, actually? You know what? I should just go here and do it. So, here we go. We need 2 boar leather. Okay, I can do that. So we need this, and we need that, and let's do some synthesis. Yeah, see, I have this weird, like, this big table, this fancy table for the leathers, but I don't have it for some of the other stuff yet. Maybe it's for the more advanced recipes than the level 30-something ones. I don't know. Let's do this. Maybe next stream. Highly doubtful, because I still have to do the level 50 monk quest, I still have to do the level 50 summoner quest, level 50 scholar quest, finish my hunting log stuff for both of the classes. I got a lot to do still. It may not seem like much, but I got a lot to do still. So,
Who knows? Maybe he'll catch up with me eventually.
sure hope so. Because otherwise I'll never get to the end game.
If you don't make it to the end game after all that crap, I'm going to literally throw a brick at you.
No, we're gonna make it to the end game. It's just I think my timeline is accurate. I could be dead wrong, but we'll have to see how long it takes me to do each side quest, so. And then we'll go from there. Okay, we got 2 boar leather. So now we need to do that, and that, and that. I think what might have happened is I might have only found the steel ingots like in a set of 2, which was all I really needed. I wanted to get a few extras, but maybe I couldn't find it with a few extras. Maybe they were selling it for several, you know. But this should be okay. 80 durability to play with, so that should work out okay for us. I'm just going to get up our usual inner quiet steady hand. I don't think we need great strides for this that badly. I've got, like I said, 80 durability to play with, so we should be okay to build it up. We're still on normal. Let's do a great strides. I should have enough CP for this. Yeah, I'll have enough CP for this. Pop this off to get the last one. There we go. Of course, now the good comes up. Naturally. 32 and 15. Yeah, we've got enough. So we'll just re-steady hand and do this because we can't get it from just the regular one. So, boop! I got the boarskin smithy's gloves we needed. Sweet. Oh, Guildmaster, I have what you needed from me. There you go. The work of the famous Jimmy. I don't know if I'm that famous yet, Guildmaster. You're giving me too much credit here. There you go. Yep, that's the idea. Well, good. Glad they're up to your standards, I think. Okay, sweet. And that's what I'll do. Oh, yeah, I guess your patterns do need to go on them. Well, there's no patterns on it right now, though, Gabe. Are you sure? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Not gonna judge our clients, and not gonna judge our guildmaster's word. She is our guildmaster, after all.
Mm-hmm.
The less judging of my guildmaster I do, the closer I get to taking these damn twinkle toe shoes off.
Twinkle toes.
Hello, sir. I think I have what you were looking for. Well, you're in luck, sir, because I think I have what you're looking for. Oh, I guess I'm being honest Abe here. You know what? Yeah, we'll be honest Abe about it, because I know that the Guildmaster wants us to not say anything, but I feel bad, so. You're the work of her finest student, at least maybe she'll tell you that. Okay, good. He's a pretty good sport about it. Fantastic. Well, good. Glad that he took that so well, because that could have gone a lot worse. Nice quick jog through this quest, and then we'll be heading back to Aldada to tell them to tell off the Empire about that ultimatum. Very shortly. Very shortly. Well, Guildmaster, yeah, I guess I was worried for nothing. What do they mean by that? Oh, so she crashed the market many years ago. Oh, that's just great. And then she had... Well, that's how the market works there, Gava, is one person comes up with something fantastic, the demand spikes for it, and then everyone tries to jump on the bandwagon and copy it instead of doing something original themselves. Not that I'm immune to that, I'm just saying that's how it works. I am copying probably a copier because I'm copying, just by doing what I'm doing, I'm copying other people who stream games on Twitch, I'm copying people who did Let's Plays before that, and copying Mystery Science Theater even before that, so it gets to the point where you don't know who you're copying anymore after a few inceptions there, but, yeah.
And then you act like that's such a bad thing, and I'm just like, but Jimmy.
Nah, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm not immune. I'm a complete hypocrite, basically, is what I'm saying, because I'm not immune to the things that I'm saying about other people. Ah. Okay, well that's fair enough. Make them practical enough that everybody can make them. Fair enough. You'll have... I mean, people will copy them to high hell, but that won't matter because that's kind of the point. They're elegant and easy to make.
Elegante.
Well, good. I think I get it now, yeah. Oh, well, okay, apparently I've rekindled some faith she had in me. I think we can get rid of that apprentice is all. I don't think we'll ever need it for anything, unless anybody wants an apprentice is all for their level 40-ish leather workers. Cole?
Yo.
Want an apprentice is all for your level 40-ish leather worker that you don't have? Thought so. Let's go just sell that stuff on the market, and then we will head out. We'll go back to Ul'dah. Everybody copies everybody. It's just the different combinations of people you copy that make you unique. At least that's how you think of people. That's a good way of thinking of it. That's a very optimistic way of thinking of it there, Yugman. I appreciate your optimistic view. Point.
The same can be true for writing and drawing. Technically, everyone's art style is influenced by something else. Everyone's writing style is influenced by their favorite author. You can't be wholly unique.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Everybody's influenced by everything else, but you shouldn't let that mar you. You should make the style that you've forged from the works of other people and make it your own. Rather than just being like, hey, I can't do anything other than this person's style.
Right.
Well, then experiment. Put your own spin on it.
Right.
Take more than one different style and mash them all together and see what kind of insanity comes out. You might find something wholly unique from it.
Exactly. 'Cause you'll never know till you try it, at least. We have a gaping hole in our inventory now where there used to be steel ingots. Let's just move this stuff over. I would sort it, but then all of the stuff on the right side there would be unsorted, so... Can't have that! We won't need this hippogriff sinew for much of anything either, but... you know.
I sometimes forget that I have a chocobo saddlebag.
It's not exactly on a button that they, just hand to you on a silver platter.
It's like, oh, I have all this inventory space. Oh, hey, look, even more inventory space.
Yeah. Ooh, actually, before we go anywhere, you know what I should do? Oh, I hired a second retainer off screen. I'm not doing anything with them yet, but I have a plan for what I'm going to do
Does
with
it
them.
involve getting black dye?
No, actually. And you may have seen the name there. I'll show you the name again once I pull some of these items out. But I actually thought about this, and I says, I should probably pull most of this stuff out and put it in my armoire instead of just throwing it in my retainer's inventory. So that is what I'm going to do. Let's take this stuff. I think I can stick this stuff in my armoire in the inns and stuff. If I can't, well, I'll find out, and then I'll just give it back. No big deal. I don't know about the rings, though. I'm not sure if you can stick earrings and bracelets and rings in the armoire. I mean, I don't see why not, but I've been wrong about these things before, so... I'm going to leave those right there, because we don't need Jandalin's token for much of anything. I guess, really, though, they're not taking up that much inventory space. I have a few feathers just hanging out in my inventory there. Yeah, that's fine. Free up some inventory space so that we can, sell some stuff when we get to that point with Matilda. And our other retainer, who is in Ul'dah, I looked up some Rogadin names because he is a Rogadin. His name, in this case, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, but it's his nickname is Geisamer, which kind of sounded vaguely like gossamer to me. So I was like, yeah, that sort of fits. It means ghost hammer in Rogadin language, and I thought that was just badass.
Hammer.
I thought that was just badass, so I was like, yep, that'll work. Okay. So with that notion out of the way, let's we'll go to the airship landing, and we'll just go to the inn at Alda, and we'll see if I can toss this stuff in my armoire. Once we do that, we'll head off to the Sultana's quarters and see if we can let her know, and the rest of the people that are the commanders of the grand companies know that they shouldn't take shit from the Empire. So
You think that will be common knowledge at this point, considering the Empire is basically responsible for 95% of the suffering in all known creation.
That's what I'm saying, but some people think like
you know
that.
what I think would be a funny twist in like a Final Fantasy game?
What?
The entire game is building up the Empire as these big badasses, and they're not even like half the problem. They're just like marching on everyone and showing off their magic attack. The real bad guy is like the one really tiny nation. Or just like your ally, you've been working for the bad guy this entire time.
I mean, does Kefka count as a nation?
What?
I mean, does Kefka count as a nation? Because then Final Fantasy VI fits your bill.
No, but he counts as a bastard. Does that count?
I mean, I guess. Row names are insane. Sizbedefsblunsensko. I tried my
How
best.
many syllables was that?
I don't know, but I tried my best.
That's all that counts. Is it bad that I'm honestly sitting here thinking to myself, because I'm already up to a duty finder quest in the freaking story, and I'm just like, should I just start up another class? Because I can't do my red mage quest because fucking goddamn stupid ass black mage is spamming thunder and hitting me with the paralyzed like it's their fucking birthright.
They're Welsh inspired. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, when Kira was around early, I think this was during the XCOM stream, which wasn't that long ago, but Kira mentioned that some Welsh names can be pretty crazy to pronounce if you're not like like a born Welsh, so you're aware of how the intricacies of the language and stuff. So that makes sense. Just make sure I don't have anything to repair. I do have stuff to repair. It's just from the leatherworking though, so it shouldn't take much. I always try to repair before I go into my inn because I'm pretty sure.
Jimmy, I think I just unintentionally started an alliance with the Sahagins.
Oh boy. You got it.
Fuck it, why not? You're helping the bird people. Let me help the fish people.
Time to learn a crafting class. You just got to figure out which crafting class.
Super shit.
Maybe not something in Alda because your paladin and your red mage were in Alda. All right, let's see if we can store
bring
an
my allies
item.
of the deep with me.
Oh boy. Oh, okay. Apparently we can't actually put them in there. Let me see if I can put them into my armory chest and make a difference there. Let's see. Whoops. Let's move this over for a sec. So if I put you in here, can I then put you in here? Hands. No, I cannot. Okay, that's why I stuck them with my retainer then. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see, we'll put this back here.
When you suddenly start doing your job. When you suddenly start doing your job as a storm captain and you're just like, let me go off and help the beast tribes.
I feel like I've done this already once. Like, I tried to put the stuff in my armoire and it just didn't work. I probably have, like, way earlier in the stream, and I'm just not remembering, and that's why I'm doing this now, but oh well. I'll sort this in a minute, so if it looks disorganized, I know.
Huh.
Trust me.
I'm like that.
What?
Because I just had a thought.
What?
There's certain times and symbols in the map where you can see, like, how do I put this? Faction flags, you know what I mean? Like up near the sylphs that are under Ramuh's control. I wonder if you can, like, take quests from them. And, get into a better relationship with Herr Ramuh.
I don't know if you can get in a better relationships with the primals because they do seem like mostly assholes, but
Mostly assholes.
with the well, I can't judge some of the other ones that we haven't met yet, but
To be fair, Ramu was apparently the nicest one.
yeah, well, he didn't attack us when we did the Sylph quest line, part of the quest line, so
He's literally too old for this shit.
thank you, Matilda, always appreciated. Sahagins are a combat beast tribe, you think? Oh, okay, only the Ixal are a crafting beast tribe. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Bullshit.
I picked the right one then, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Tempered ones, no. So no, you can't really if they're tempered, Cole. But yeah, he didn't attack us yet, right? So that's why I can't judge, because until he attacks us, which he will, I can't make a preemptive.
I feel like the interim story between Heaven's Ward and A Realm Reborn is going to be us dealing with, like, Leviathan and Ramu.
Well, you might be right. I mean, that they are left over. They didn't attack. As far as I know, anyway, they won't attack us between now and the end of the main story, so... Yeah, tempered anythings will attack on sight, right? Actually, while we're here in Alda, I'd like to take this quest from this Troubled Adventure. We might do it while we're standing here as well, because it's something I actually have as part of my plan for my retainers, so... Because I haven't unlocked this yet. So yes, aid the adventurer of your choice. It doesn't matter whom you aid, but something weighs heavily on this adventurer's mind. So let's see what weighs heavily on them. Oh, I don't know, Espy. That's why I'm saying he might be right, because I genuinely am not sure if that's what we're doing. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
a lot of the nice primals are just party gods that want to fight you because fighting is fun. I can get down with that opinion.
So they're literally all Dionysus. Okay.
Damn, dude. Well, I used Dionysus in my Persona 5 playthrough, and he seemed like a pretty cool dude. So he painted his whole body rainbow colors. So yeah, I suppose so. I've only been adventuring for like a month and a half, technically, but oh boy, that's not good. So head to Eastern Thanalin to see if we can check on this. This seems like a quick one. Let's just head to Camp Drybone real quick, just to take care of this. And once we're done with that, we will come right back. I know I'm putting off the meeting, but it won't take us long.
The meeting is literally a cutscene, so you're good.
It won't take us long, so it's fine.
Spoilers, the meeting is literally just a cutscene.
The nicest are less, actually nice and more. They don't want to conquer/destroy everything and everyone. It seems pretty chill by a primal standard.
You know, you think with these all-powerful beings, one of them wouldn't be a giant dickhead. Garuda's insane. Ifrit's a badass.
But still
Titan's
also insane.
a badass. Leviathan, from what I understand, is a badass, and Ramu is old. You think one of them wouldn't be a complete scumbag. Especially considering all the crap we've had to deal with other creepy-ass...
Well, that was only 5, right? There's a 6th one. What are we forgetting?
Let's see. Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Leviathan, Ramu. What's the last one?
I mean, it's not Bahamut. That's a separate entity.
Bahamut's separate, but we have 6 crystals, right?
Yeah. We're forgetting one, though.
We're forgetting one. Let's see. Storm, wind, fire, earth.
Are you okay, novice retainer?
Water.
Oh,
What was the last crystal? Was it the Crystal of Light?
I'm trying to think.
I can't remember.
I'm trying to think, because we've got Ifrit, we've got Ramu. Shiva. That's it. Shiva. That's the other one.
Oh yeah, we did get the Crystal of Ice when we got the airship back, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fine.
You know, think
No,
about
I
it,
know.
Shiva hasn't been mentioned once.
Well, she wasn't really mentioned once in 15 either, but then she became a major plot point, so...
I mean, yeah.
And Shiva is
I
in
know
this
she-
game, SB says, so yeah, we'll see her at some point. Yes, Bahamut is evil! Yeah, we'll, we might have to deal with that at some point. Although I read up a little bit on what you have to do in order to get through all the coils to get to Bahamut, and Jesus Christ, man. It sounds insane. I'm sure it won't be as insane when we do it, if we do it, because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it at the end of, like, this entire stream venture. Like, the last couple of episodes will be dedicated, if we do the coil, to the coil. And by that point, we might have Stormblood gear, so, like, I think we'll be okay. So
let's see, you're helping them build an airship, and I'm helping the Sahagins fight off their evil-ass brethren.
sounds about right. Very good reason for
No,
this.
we just need a third person to go after whoever the hell else is here.
You'll find out in the 2.x stuff. It's hard enough to find enough people to do it. Ah, okay, gotcha. I might have to... I think what I heard, though, I heard, like, a tip about people who were talking about it. Now, this was back at, like, the end of Heaven's Ward was when the thread on Reddit was posted, but they said, in your party finder, put a note or something that says unsynced, and also that you're a first-timer to the coil, and you'll get tons of people. I don't know how true that is anymore, but... we'll see what happens when we get there.
Elegant tomestones of poetry.
Ooh, fancy. You'll need those. So whatever you're getting them from, you might want them.
Beast tribe quests.
Ah,
I guess I'll just help out the Sahagins until you catch up in the story. Why the hell not?
nice,
I like murder.
nice. Apparently, this retainer was on a hunting venture. No, I haven't heard of a hunting venture. Well, maybe if you're what would you even call your boss, I guess? I don't know. Whatever you'd call a retainer's master. If they gave you some armor other than the threads that you have on, you'd be in better shape. Is that work calling? Probably.
Work.
Sounds like they're in a little bit of a hurry. Chichabi, huh? Your supervisor? Okay. I will go and check in with them. Could perhaps help through in voice chat. There's a few fights that require you to know most mechanics, even unsynced. Gotcha. Well, we'll look for some help then if we end up doing the coil. Again, I don't know at this point. It's a big if right now, mostly because, like I said, from what I understand, the mechanics are pretty oof. So we'll have to see.
I love how you just describe it as pretty oof.
Sounds
Honestly,
like
it can't be more bullshit than some of the other mechanics I've had to deal with in the past. Plus, I really want to kill Bahamut.
meant to put these out, but that's okay.
I mean, I want to kill Kefka more, don't get me wrong, but I still want to kill Bahamut.
Right. Ninth turn flat out can't be solo due to a mechanic. You need at least 4 people. Takes at least 3. Okay, gotcha. 2 level 70s and the other one can do it. Well, we'll have to... I may actually have to do some research on the turns of the coil before doing them. Like, it may not end up actually being as blind as some of the other stuff in this game, because I get the feeling it's the kind of thing you don't go into completely blind unless you want to get your shit pushed in, so... Even at high levels, too. Whose EOS is that? Anyway, we gotta go see Chichabi before we go to see the Sultana, so let's head off in that direction. I think that quest over there is the Samurai quest, but we're not gonna be taking that one.
Samurai?
At least not for now. Maybe we'll take it later.
From what I understand, one of the hardest class quests in the game is with Samurai, which scares the shit out of me.
Does it require me to be as good at this game as I am at Metal Gear Rising on Revengeance difficulty? Because if that's the case, I'm going to get my shit pushed in. Because I'm not good on Revengeance difficulty. It's too much for my brain to handle.
Didn't you beat it on Revengeance difficulty? With
I beat the bosses on Revengeance difficulty after many tries. But that doesn't mean anything, because all you need to do is get one perfect parry, and there goes 2/3 of their health, so... No, the opening cutscene I like at the end of the coils, there's an extended version of that you can only see there. Oh, well, that's a bit of incentive then. That is a bit of incentive, isn't it? Chichabi, I've been told to check in with you because you're the supervisor of a retainer I rescued.
You know, as I get more practice with Red Mage, the more I actually love it and think about picking up other magic classes. Because, yeah, Red Mage is a simplified version of those classes, but I like making things explode.
Could ask SP about Black Mage, then. There's a lot of explosions that happen in that class.
Explosions?
Did somebody say you were supposed to finish that for me? Okay. No, they haven't informed me of the latest services. Ah!
Look, I'm getting tomestones out of this quest. How do you feel?
What?
How do you feel? I'm getting tomestones out of this quest.
That's cool. It'll help you with getting some of your other stuff together, then. Oh, okay, so we can let our retainers go out on ventures, and then they'll come back with items for us. Very nice.
God damn it.
Wow.
They just couldn't help it.
Wow.
Dude, a fate around here is called Sharknado.
Yay!
Let's go do it.
Might get some tombstones out of it.
The quest I currently have is literally deliver the coral armband from the fate Sharknado.
Great. Okay, so we have to give our retainers some equipment, make sure that their skills are up to snuff, and then send them off on ventures. Alright.
Fine, I'll level sync.
Cool. And he gives us a few ventures to get started. I've been getting a few ventures as well from the Beast Tribe quests I've been doing with the XIV 9, so...
I love how I go down one level and I go from 5,000 HP to fucking, like, 2,000. It's ridiculous.
From one attack, or...?
No, just, like, from level syncing.
Oh, yeah.
It's legitimate, like, harsh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll outfit my retainers later with what I'm going to have them be doing. Because I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to have them doing yet. I know that I'm going to need both of them because there's 2 separate materials that I'm going to need. Basically, I have a plan to send them out so they can get the materials I need for glamour prisms, other than the clear ones, which I can just buy. But that might take a little bit of doing, so we'll have to see. Alright, let's go to the Chamber of Rule and actually continue on with the story now.
Took you long enough.
You know me, I play these games slow.
God knows why.
Shadow Snake, thank you for auto-hosting. Appreciate that. Chamber of Rule is down here. I think I went the wrong way, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm even going there in uniform, practically. I'm sure the Maelstrom would approve of my garb. It's not red enough, probably, for them, but I'll take it. I like it. But I said that already, so we'll just get this out of the way. Let's get in there and see what they're up to. Well, actually, we're supposed to be in there. Well, thank you for being so understanding. Yeah, SP says that they love Black Mage, so if you ever need tips because you're thinking about going there,
we keep treading ground.
They're the ones to ask.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
Then allow me to clear them for you. You shouldn't even consider his offer.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
I mean, they're going to talk a big game,
It
Robon.
has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain
Of course they're going
of
to talk a big
further
game.
conflict.
Empire.
You can, in fact, talk them into risking what little they have, because they got that back through their own hard work, so why would they not want to fight for it?
Conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
See, Connie Senate, this is why I didn't join your military company, because you're wishy-washy about these sorts of things. If anything, I probably should have joined Robon's, but I was like...
Robon's a badass, though.
Well, that's what I mean. He's the only one out of the 3 thus far who's been like, yeah, I'm not going to shy away from a fight. I mean, he was kind of like that and then said, but there's the ultimate weapon to take care of, but... He's the most direct out of all of them, it seems like.
He's kind of a badass as well, so that probably helps his case a little.
But to what end? We strike them down
Just
at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it.
I agree.
Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
Trying to figure out where she's meandering to here. I think I know,
By the
but...
12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it.
This is what I mean by about Roban as a character. He's the most direct out of everyone, and because of that, I think
Nor can I rightly claim
Like him better?
I emulate towards him the most. Again, it's a wonder I didn't join the Immortal Flames, but yeah, I made my choice.
Refugees
I know I
flood
can
our
switch,
gates,
but
and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden.
well, your Maelstrom Roban is the biggest bro in the world.
I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
That's because you didn't have me in your grand company, Roban. Let's be honest here.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same.
That's fair enough.
Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being?
I think she's getting at something pretty good here because, I mean, obviously he's going... Gaius, that is, when I say he, is going to oppress them.
While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Mm-hmm.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority.
Right, exactly.
While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone. And the Black Wolf is at our door.
Guess you need to get a shotgun to shoot that wolf then, don't you, Merlwib? Or Merlwibe.
Admiral!
We still don't know how to pronounce her name. I work for her and I still don't know how to pronounce her name.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
I work for her. I still
Filia and several else. Master Garland?
Yeah, he's been with us for a while. I probably should have told you while I was at Maelstrom HQ.
And you, dear friend.
Yeah, I'm here too.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
They weren't getting rid of us that
I would
easily.
swear I heard talk of surrender, but I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Aren't you like a teenager? What do you know about the Eorzean way?
Who?
Are you old enough to know the Eorzean way, I guess is the better question.
Are you badass enough to know the Eorzean way?
Well, maybe he's that.
Folly, I say.
Robot knows the Eorzean way, i.e. never surrender. Stab everything that has the Empire's flag on it, including Ultimate
Will
Weapon.
become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal
Alright,
to a
I'm ready
higher
for this
power when they
motherfucker
are
now.
desperate.
So basically, don't let them think that you're surrendering, because if they do, you're going to have a lot of tempered and enthralled people on your hands.
Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast.
You know, that just
than
brings
the
up a good
Garleans'
point.
proposed
I just thought
solution.
of this.
Well,
What happens to the tempered people when their primal gets eaten by a weapon?
don't know. Probably nothing
The true
because the
answer lies
primal
in
still
rest and
exists,
peace.
but,
the Garleans only know war and peace.
Yeah, he still exists, but...
you know, in the belly of the beast.
There will be such suffering as none can imagine.
Yeah, we can't have that, can we?
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for, what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
Yeah, pretty much what they said.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir, and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender?
That's what I'm asking.
I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight.
Well, do you see more clearly now?
That is what is important.
We Gridanians have no love for war. Yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear. And this shall never change.
See, I don't know what her character was like in 1.0, but it's a cold day in hell when Connie Senna is the first person at the table that says, you know what, fuck it, let's go to war.
It's a cold day in hell.
Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
You don't need to do the theatrics, you know. You're not talking to a crowd. It's just us.
I would just like to make a point. I just want to fate by myself on the account that I literally sucked down 2 X potions.
Damn, dude.
I care not. I am getting my relationship with the Sahagins up. They're cool.
Well, I'm glad you found a home. Second home.
They're fish people. Why wouldn't I help them?
I would think you'd find the cactus people first.
I wish I could help the Cactuar.
I lost
That would be the best side quest.
The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve.
Well, steel yourself, Robon, because we about to go to war. You know,
But no
again.
man knows better.
More tombstones!
You'd best be ready to die for it. With great danger comes the chance for
Enemy is
great
the
glory
practice.
and great profit. Wield
A spot of sabotage,
turn
they
sand
say.
into
Oh,
gold.
boy.
Know this well.
So what will
How
you do,
many
Robon?
times have we fallen into the pit of despair?
Make
Only
a
to
nice
have
badass
you
speech in the
pluck us
room.
out.
Join the
I
side.
fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round,
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to talk us out of it anyway.
on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate at all.
Well, that's the spirit.
Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down or go down with all hands.
Fair enough.
Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
I think we've convinced everybody at this point.
Good.
Hey, Conker. It's going pretty good. How's it going for you?
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
So they'll just burn the ultimatums. Nice. Should do it in the public square so the Garlean spies can see it happening.
We must
Because we know there's Garlean spies
May
around.
be brought to bear
We're too
against
paranoid
us.
to not put spies
The
everywhere.
Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our doubts.
Well, good. That's what I came here to do, so.
Pray leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word anon.
Okay, cool. Sounds like our work here is
Ooh,
done.
acceptable.
Now for the hard part. Actually doing something about the Empire. Because we can speak on quarrels and going to war all we want, but we gotta back it up by actually punching something in the face, don't you know? So, let's go plan that out. Doing good, went out earlier for some chores. Gotcha. Are you all done with your chores then for the day, or you still got some to do? I'm kind of doing that half and half game myself today. I did some homework before this, and I got some homework to do after I'm done, so... I think we can... Actually, I don't even think we need this Aetherite Crystal. I think we can just go straight to the Waking Sands. Should we go do this while we're here? No, I don't think so, because we have to ride to Northern Thanalin anyway later. That's on the way, I guess.
Oof.
I think Gate of Nald is the right one for this case. So we'll go do this quest as well. I know I'm taking all measures to delay the main quest as much as I can here, but it's just these little extra things that I want to get out of the way before we finish this up so that there's no distractions come the patch content in Heaven's Ward, so... You know, other than the millions and millions of side quests I'm leaving behind. Done today,
So
actually.
Jimmy, I chose correctly.
For your beast tribe, or?
Yes.
Ah.
They have the other 3 remaining purples.
Oh!
Subarashi.
Well then, yeah, that is a pretty good choice.
I chose them completely out of left field.
Funny how things work out like that sometimes.
Oh, well, I guess I'm out of quest for the Sahagins for today, because I did all 3 of them, and they're just like, no.
I think you get like 12 total allowances, but you can only do a certain number because they don't give you more than a few in a day. So.
Oh, back to Maelstrom Command, see if there's anything else I can fuck around with while you're doing your thing.
I won't be long. Trust me.
When you get to the quest Operation Archon, let me know.
Okay.
It should be your next one, but once you get through to do the Duty Finder thing, tell me, because that's where I am currently.
Okay. Yeah, that's the next one.
And I don't want to do any dungeons without you, because, you know, I'm not a terrible person.
Done today, actually. Speaking of homework, classes start again for you tomorrow after being out since last Tuesday. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, good luck with everything. Hopefully it all works out pretty good for you. Okay, can I meld right from my saddlebag? No. So we'll just pull these out. And then meld in front of Mutamix. I probably also can't meld these directly from the saddlebag, so we'll just pull these out too. I just bought these on the market board for like pennies on the dollar, so if anybody's wondering what those are all about. Don't worry about the rings again. They're not important just for right now, so what am I looking for? This one. 10 things in my neck parts. Well, we don't need that. Alright, let's meld some stuff onto this. Give it some strength. That's 1. 2. 3. Wonder if these sell for more with the materia in them. Probably not. Yeah, you got a challenge done. Nice. 4. I think 4. Or no, that was 5. 6. 7. And last but not least, 8. There we go. So now this quest is finally going to be finished up since I've had it for 7 billion years here. Now we get to learn secret materia knowledge. Nice. Maybe, he says. I don't know about this maybe, Mutamix. Yeah, so basically what he's going to do is he's going to teach you a way to meld more materia to an item than you can normally slot into it. But it doesn't always work, so you got to keep that in mind. Okay, well, let's take the experience. And actually, the other thing, really, this would have been important previously for the 5,000 gil we get out of it, but yeah, this is the most important thing, is the advanced materia melding we get out of it. So yes, we know how to advanced materia meld now. I don't know if I'll ever actually do it, because most of the time I'd rather not do it with higher level materia, since I am mostly going to be buying higher level stuff off the market boards. I mean, if I can get it for cheap, then maybe, but other than that, yeah. Benefits of having multiple materia attached to your gear can be great. Success is not guaranteed, and that's the problem, is that success is not guaranteed, and that's a bit of an issue for me, personally. Excuse me. Don't ever go in the overmelding rabbit hole. It's the most important crafting skill in the game. That's polarizing opinions if I've ever seen any. Let's play some triple triad while we're here.
God damn it, Jimmy. You have story quests to do.
I have strange priorities when I play this game. 3 open. And order. Okay, so we got to play them in the order that we have them. All right, that's fair enough. I think I've got a decent order going here. I know where I need to place everything anyway. Okay, that's fine. Just go like this. See what they play. Okay, nothing. Okay, all of your open ones are gone now, so you can't actually take Liquid Flame if I stick it here. Cool. What else we got? So I need to save this slot because something that he puts there, most likely, well, no, wait, hang on, because, oh no, it doesn't matter. If I stick Miss Modi over here, he loses because I can take whatever he puts down with Bomb with Behemoth. Cool. Ooh, and I even flipped everything else. Fancy. Or she, excuse me, I didn't even. Yeah. Cool. Well, that was easy enough. Didn't even think about flipping more than one card there. All I had to do was flip one and we were good, but yeah. Oh, I should probably switch my class, shouldn't I? Let's go back to Monk. Now that we're all done with the crafting stuff. For a little while. Let's see. That's why good materia is expensive on the market. Known people who spend tens of millions trying. I'm piloting while not while staring at the chat instead. Don't text and drive, kids, because this is what happens. You end up running into crap. Known people who spend tens of millions trying to overmeld crafting gear. Good crafters will spend millions on stuff because of this. Well, then consider me not a good crafter, because the fact that it can fail is enough to deter me from ever using it. To be honest with you. Now you could say that I've got no balls for that, and that would be a fair argument, but I'm good with the materia that I can get just normally, I think.
Don't worry, Jimmy, you'll be saying that later. You're the only person on this stream who has a crafting class leveled up as high as you do, so I'm going to be begging you to fix my gear. I might even throw you some gil, you know, because I'm nice like that. And by some gil, I mean several million.
Crafting materia 6 is dirt cheap now. Well, if it's dirt cheap, maybe we'll try it once or twice, but like I said, I don't think, even if we end up getting to like the super end game where everyone's trying to maximize their DPS and all that other bullshit that I couldn't be bothered with, I will never be doing that. Like, I'm literally just gonna play, like, I'm not trying to be an expert at this game, because in so doing, if I misstep even once, I will get yelled at by people. So since I'm gonna get yelled at anyway, I might as well say, fuck it, I'm just gonna play it however I want to play it, and if you're not okay with that, tough. So that's my prerogative anyway. I'm not interested in becoming a super expert because I'm not planning on playing this game long term. So yeah. Let's see, what else did I miss? Best tank accessories are overmelded. That's why you buy tons and tons of spares. That makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna overmeld, you might as well have a bunch of spares. And that's, again, why I probably won't dabble in it too much, because not interested in buying millions and millions worth of gil, worth of equipment. Or creating it for myself, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not that interested in crafting where I'm willing to make hundreds of different kinds of, well, maybe hundreds is a stretch, several different kinds of the same gear to see if my chances are good. When I have to leave it up to RNG, I'm not playing that game. That's the point.
I despise like half the MMOs I play because all the gear improving is literally just RNG, and if you don't want to deal with that RNG, give us money.
See, that's what I'm afraid of when I play other MMOs, because Warframe is on the list of games for me to eventually play on the stream suggestions.
Half the stuff you pay for in Warframe is literally just to make you look good.
Yeah, that is, I think that's another reason why I'm not that worried, is because Warframe seems like they're not as on the far end of RNG, of pray to the RNG gods that you get something good to happen, but
I mean, honestly, half the money that I've spent in that game is because I'm a lazy fuck and I want to look good.
Compared to how much they used to cost, I think they're around 50k. Oh, so if they were a lot more than that previously, huh? People in that case, it's not worth investing a lot of time into crafting. Can't really half-ass it. Well, that's fine, because I've only invested in a single crafting class, so that's not a significant amount of time. Not useful for people wanting to maximize their optimal gear or make money to do that. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Well, the gang's all here. Let's see what we can do about this Empire business.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
I sure hope so. It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather?
Probably,
I know
Alfie.
something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Still don't know where his sister is, but...
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again.
Oh, cell phone call.
Hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you?
Maybe now we'll see what's up with his sister, if that's who she's talking to.
It's all right, Sid.
You'll forgive me, the last time those doors opened in here, somebody busted in and almost killed all of us. Actually, Sid wasn't here for that, never mind.
What the hell? Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
What, Cole?
I walk in there, and my Storm Lieutenant friend just yells at the Cabals, and they're just like, surrender, surrender, surrender.
Good to have one max level for Beast Tribes. See her for Coil. Oh, we'll see her for Coil. Okay, got it. Yeah, we'll have one max level for Beast Tribes. I'll max out the XL. Sounds like Cole will max out the Sahagins, so we'll get a breadth of things out of both of us.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this.
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him enthralled to an Ascian.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to break that spell, Minfilia.
Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows.
So he basically got possessed by an Akuria. That's just great.
That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness.
Literally.
Okay, so find Thancred, find his crystal of darkness, break it.
One such
Easy
crystal
enough.
may yet be the key to saving.
You know, you'd think with something that powerful and dangerous, they'd just nuke those things on sight, but no, we can't have nice things. We'd have to get possessed by demons.
Nah, the Ascians are interested in, you know,
This is a crystal.
Genociding all life on the planet.
probably something like that, yeah. So whose crystal of darkness is this? Oh,
Created using
okay.
data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies.
Ah, well, we were just talking about Galif and Kryl now, weren't we, last stream? It's impossible. But how can I not break it? No, it's...
Even for an Archon,
I figured the
sacred
Ascians,
talents are
if you could just
exceptional.
break it as easily as I'm
We
making it
all
sound like
have
the Ascians
complete
would have come up with an
confidence
alternative
in them.
solution by now. But
You should be able to find it on this person and then destroy it. And I'm just like, wait.
Foresaw the danger
How the hell are we gonna do
to
that?
investigate the Ascians alone.
I wouldn't say none among us, Minfilia. He was never on screen at the same time as Lahabria, so pretty much from the first fight with Lahabria, I was like, but I'm not going to toot my own horn in hindsight.
Striving to fill the void
Hindsight's
left by
20/20,
Louis
after all.
Suave. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah. He would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
I'm trying to tell. I think Ida's voice actor is the same as Muse's voice actor from the Zillia series, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It sounds very similar.
Exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
So don't get highly stressed, or else the Ascians will take over your mind. Great.
The
Yay.
crystal that binds Thancred must be
Cole, we need to
somewhere
do
on
some
his
meditation.
person. If we could but destroy it, his
are you
Ascian
talking
possessor
about?
would be compelled to relinquish control over him.
What?
Yeah, because that's gonna help. You know, we don't have this thing called frickin' crystals of light in our inventory. We're totally not the chosen ones.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine, and if I need a further safeguard from the Ascians, I'll have the Forbidden Chakra pretty soon, so... Can't get the Ascian out without killing the host. Well, that's just great.
You have proven the stoutest of allies.
You know, is it bad that I'm not
standing with
surprised
us
at
through
all?
thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength once more.
Might have wanted to save that little tidbit until the final dungeon when we actually probably will find out that it's impossible, but
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light.
But wait.
Yeah, I'm aware.
What you may
You
not
can't get
be
the
aware
Ascian out
of is that your
unless you
many
kill the
fates
host. Wouldn't that mean that all the Ascians really have to do is just possess all of the world leaders?
Comparisons.
Like all the people like the Sultana and some such, because it's just like, hey, we have control of the government. The only way you're going to get us out is by killing us, and then we'll just rinse and repeat the process until all of you are dead.
Maybe that's their plan. Maybe they're just...
Why the hell would they start with Thancred?
Maybe it's a trial run? I don't know.
Trial in my theoretical ass. Why don't we just kill the Ascian?
Because they're not really, they don't have a physical form, so it's difficult to kill them. It's like killing an Ikuria. The only time you could kill an Ikuria in Final Fantasy XII was when he fused with his host to become an ungodly mechanical monster. So, yeah, it's probably something like that.
Well, if the Ascian doesn't die when you kill the host, that's going to be problematic, and we're probably going to need to pull some serious endgame anime bullshit just to kill him. Although I can't imagine the Crystals of Light won't be like, hey, guess what? No, under normal circumstances, you wouldn't be able to kill an Ascian. Here, purge him from existence, in which I will say, gladly.
I mean, maybe if we ask Kaidolan nicely.
Yes, please. Please let me murder this Ascian so he doesn't, like, control all of creation.
Allison V, 123. Hey, that rhymed. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. I wasn't here for that, Minfilia, unfortunately.
However glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present.
Yeah, I'm not willing to rest on my laurels, so...
threatens the realm, and the people cry
well, that
out
makes
for a
sense, I suppose,
savior.
SB.
I don't know about the word savior, Minfilia. If you guys start using that, I might reconsider, but just let me do my job.
A warrior of light,
I'll just roll with it.
here in the present, guided by
The
crystals.
The best way to deal with when you're starting to be called a savior is just roll with it.
Just let me punch it.
God damn it.
Come, my friends.
It's implied they
Let
can't
us
just
fight
grab
to
someone anywhere.
safeguard the future of our beloved
Maybe it's similar to the
Eorzea.
enthralling process, then.
Maybe. We don't know until the game tells us.
Guess we gonna find out, maybe. The Black Wolf's Ultimatum, complete.
Although that would make for an extremely interesting story arc in this game.
And that means Operation Archon is right here.
Yeah. That would make for an interesting plot line.
Well, we'll see. Maybe it will be a plotline. You never know.
This is just like one of our closest allies is possessed by an Ascian, is currently giving into the darkness of power. We need to find some way to remove it. End of the quest. Fuck, we have to... Or alternatively, he just defies the Ascian and dies for us because he breaks out of prison, breaks out of a moment, has a moment of lucidity, jumps in front of an attack, and dies a heroic death.
Or alternatively, Ansem the Wise comes out and tries to destroy Data Kingdom Hearts, and that for some reason turns Riku back into a normal person instead of Ansem the Heartless?
You know, you had to make a Kingdom Hearts reference, didn't you?
Of course I did. Of course I did.
When this stream's over, I'm strapping you to a chair, putting a PS4 controller in your hand, putting Kingdom Hearts 3 in the PlayStation 4, and saying, you're not leaving until this game is done.
Guess I'll be gone for a while then, won't I?
Hey, I can take over your streaming channel.
Okay, let's see what the operation's about here.
You can almost see it now. Cole, when are you going to untie me? When you're done playing the game.
Because I'm sure you'll remind me what its intricacies are, Alphinaud, if I forget. So is that like a book that he's using as his weapon? Because it looks more like a wrench case, if I'm being honest with you. It's a weird looking book. It's like a tall book with like one section wider than the rest, if it is a book. I don't know, maybe it's the binding or something? I don't know. It just looks... It doesn't look like a normal book weapon, that's all I know. So what's the plan here, Alphinaud? Oh, so there's stages to it. Okay, that'll make it a little easier to remember. It's a weird book, yeah, for sure. Right.
It is a book that is made of unobtainium.
But does he know the awesome power of Book Slap?
That depends. Is he going to book slap the final boss and then just immediately he disintegrates?
If he did, I would probably take away any problems I had with this game. Because it would shock the shit out of me, and I'd be like, okay, now it's awesome.
I could just see it now, just like, we don't even kill the final boss, just one of our buddies does it with a regular physical attack.
Mm.
Oh, what? It's no use, we can't kill it.
Yep. Okay, so there are several castrums for the Garleans all over the place. Right. Well, we took care of Castrum Sentry, kind of, so... Reason it looks weird is a plot point. Oh, okay. Then I won't ask any more about it, because I don't need to spoil
What looks
anything.
weird? Huh?
So, the reason Alfie Node's book looks weird is a plot point, but I don't want to spoil what it is. So I won't ask any more.
Does it transform into a gun? I love how that's my first thought.
Why would a book transform into a gun? Are you insane?
No, I just have an imagination. Well, you don't, apparently, in seeing the benefit of a book turning into a gun. Look at this useless mage. He can't cast any magic around here. Oh, shit.
I mean, to be fair, if you play as a summoner or scholar and a machinist at the same time, you can practically do exactly that, so...
Oh, shit, he's got a...
How much of that Kool-Aid did you drink this morning, Cole?
I didn't drink any Kool-Aid. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That means all the Kool-Aid.
I don't know if you're trying to imply that I'm crazy or the fact that you have no imagination and I do.
Mm-hmm. Learn about his book and the coils. Okay, gotcha. So when we do the coils, we'll learn about his sister and his book.
Where the hell did his sister even go?
If you pull the book on someone, I'm sure the last thing they would expect is to get shot. Yes, exactly, Yugman. That's the idea.
See? Yugman sees it.
Better yet, one of your allies defeats the final boss by poking them with an ordinary stick. I mean, that's kind of what happened in the prologue to Sword of Mana, so... Yeah. But I guess it's not exactly true, because an ordinary stick in the prologue to Sword of Mana turned into the Sword of Mana, so... not quite.
Teleport. Eastern Lunacy.
I mean, if this were Dragon's Dogma, you probably could poke the final boss with an ordinary stick, because you can Dragon Forge literally anything in that game and it becomes a weapon of ultimate destruction, so... Of course, you have to beat a dragon with it first, but... That's not as hard as it sounds, so...
I love how you're making it sound so hard. It's like, oh, you slay a dragon with a stick.
I mean, some of the best weapons in the game when Dragon Forged are rusty ones, because they give one of the best status ailments in the game whenever they have a chance to apply it to an enemy whenever you hit them with it, and it resets every time it procs. So... And this is for with a physical attack, which has no ultimate cost to you in any way unless you're using a special skill, which costs you a small amount of stamina. So you can see how that could easily build out of control when you get moderate damage on these rusty-ass knives that you got in your kitchen. So... Anyway, let's go back to the plan here.
Kills the final boss, the destroyer of all creation, with a fucking kitchen knife, Tonberry style.
Mm-hmm. You can do that in Dragon's Dogma, so...
Only in Dragon's Dogma!
Okay, so the Perfectus that we have to kill, that right... I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name because I couldn't tell you. But he's visiting Cape Westwind, that's the point. So we got to cut him off at the pass, probably. Yep. Okay, yeah, I can do that, that's fine. The battle for the Stargate coming up. Yeah, we're getting closer here, Todd. We're getting closer. And hello, Todd. How you doing? Want to replay Dragon's Dogma so bad, but the fact that you only get one save kill. Yeah, that is kind of a shame, really. I wish you had more than one save slot. It would make the game, like... It would make me feel more willing to experiment in things, you know what I mean? So... Call him what you call him, General Cannon Arm? Oh, boy. I'll see how true that is in a moment, won't I?
I get the feeling you will.
Oh, good. So, yeah, we're cutting off the biggest, one of the biggest problems we could have. And we're cutting off their middlemen, so they're going to... It's almost like cutting off the supply line. They're going to be in crazy disarray from it. Well, that's a good phase, then. Let's check out phase 2. So then the Maelstrom is going to take care of that castrum over there, so we won't have to worry about that part. We will be going back to Lanasia anyway before we finish out this plan of Alfie nodes, but I'll worry about that later.
Bad that I have a terrible feeling about this plan. Like, I feel like it's going to go perfectly right until the last fucking second.
Well, the last second is when they're going to deploy the ultimate weapon, so I mean, it probably will go awry somewhere in there.
Well, you'd think the Empire would plan for this, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, the Chosen of Light is our enemy, you know? He's probably going to unite the nations against us and wage a war. The Empire can't be that stupid. Are they?
Well, we'll have to find out, because apparently the military companies of each of the grand companies are going to lay waste to some of the castrums there, and apparently Gridania is going to have the sylphs to help them. I'm sure the Empire didn't see that one coming.
You'd think they would have prepared for this, considering all the downtime they had, but maybe I'm overestimating the Empire.
I don't think they see the sylphs as much of a threat, though, to be honest. So.
You kidding me? Those things could bite your face off.
Yeah, but they have armor, so like. Why would the Garleans care about something biting their face off if they have armor?
Did armor stop the fucking rabbit in Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
No, but that's because he had a hole in his armor where his neck was. He didn't have chainmail right there. I think.
Realize how stupid that was.
Or it was chainmail and the rabbit just bit through chainmail, which isn't as crazy as you might think. Like, I'm pretty sure if they got caught by a lion or a shark or something else with high bite strength in the real world, they could bite through chainmail.
Listen, I'm not saying it's metal as fuck, but it's metal as fuck.
I mean,
bite through chainmail.
I mean, and then you just think about, oh, a rabbit did this.
It's better than the monster that did in the freaking cave.
SB has an important note. The Garleans think Eorzeans are backwater primitive and rely on their gods to save them from everything. That will help.
So they're sending a single machine to fell an entire fucking 3 nations, and they're depending on their incompetent army that we snuck into with little to no trouble to defend them. Jesus Christ, and I thought the Empire in another game I played was fucking incompetent.
Sounds very convenient for us, doesn't it?
I get the feeling that's not...
Probably don't expect us to form a cohesive plan between the Alliance members to attack them on every front. They thought wrong!
You won't learn.
So we have to disable the Magitech generator at the Praetorium, where the ultimate weapon is being housed. Then it's just the Castrum Sentry, and I'm sure we'll, Oh, okay. Got it. So there won't be reinforcements from Mordana because the Order of the Twin Adder will be taking care of that problem for us.
Scoot.
Very nice. That leaves Ul'dah actually open a little bit because that means they can come with us to the Castrum Meridanum, I think it was, or is it Praetorium? The one that we're down at the end of this phase for, so.
Travel.
Also worth noting is this isn't the entire Empire, it's only the 14 Legion, which is a section of the army. Okay, gotcha.
Damn, all 3 of these nations are with only a section of the Empire? What the hell?
Well, they didn't think we'd be a problem. Like SB said, they figured, oh, we can take them, they're backwater. So. Oh, okay. That's where Alamigo is. Okay. I was trying to figure out if it was like off on an island by itself somewhere, but no, it's right up there in the top right corner of the map there, to the east of Gridania. I was trying to figure out where it was in respect to everything else, and I guess that's not that weird of them to have gone mostly to Ul'dah, because I mean, you think about it, they would sail down this way, maybe towards the islands or something, try to inhabit them, be like, ah, shit, we can't inhabit this. This island's got a volcano or something else that could cause problems, and then they would end up down here. So. Part of Eorzea Legishguard. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure earlier, but now I see it. So. And the final phase, I'm sure, is taking down that Castrum right there.
Of course it is.
Yep, the flames will help us with it, and we'll be in good shape. And that'll take care of all of their stuff, once we destroy the ultimate weapon. I'm not even going to say if, because I'm sure it's going to happen.
You're awful confident.
I gotta be. I mean, I'm the main character. If I'm not confident, who will be?
The deuteragonist?
I guess so.
Because as we all know, when the protagonist is having his heroic blue screen of death, it's up to the main side character that's barely gotten any development to become the central part of the story.
Or just beat up the main character until they get their self-awareness back.
God damn it, Alvin.
The Garlean Empire has a lot of people in it, even just counting the mainland. It's just been under Garlean rule for like 20 years. Okay, gotcha. 12 major factions
the
against
vampires,
one
like,
section of the
enormous,
Garlean
but, like-
army. So who will win, the 12 factions of Eorzea or one Ultima boy? That's what we're going to find out.
Considering the fact that we're the chosen of light, I got our money on, you know, us.
Yeah, I think that's a wise bet.
A wise bet. Something not often you hear from me.
Damn, dude. Like the victory
This
theme
isn't
plays.
something
Yeah.
you share about skill.
Little victory theme play at the end there as the operation comes to a success. Okay, so all the Scions are going to help out, I'm sure.
Sylvan's
So,
shroud.
while we take care of the physical parts.
I love how I'm just so bored at this point, waiting for you to get caught up to me in the story. I'm actually doing rank 2 and 3 of my Maelstrom hunting log. What have you done?
I play slow. I said it. I meant it.
An MMO protagonist is more powerful than any other kind of protagonist.
It's probably
Is it just
true.
because they have the power of God, anime, and MMO on their side, rather than just God and anime?
Damn, dude.
I'm not incorrect.
No, you're not. Yeah, I'll make sure I choose my party well, and by that I mean we'll probably have one random person that I don't know in there, but you know.
We'll probably have one random person, then you'll have exactly one red mage boy that wishes to shoot Hadokens at a giant mechanical murderosaurus rex.
So did you give up tanking for the near future now, or what?
Taking a break from it. I'll go back and start leveling tank. I know full well that the post-banish content past A Realm Reborn's ending is scaled for level 50, so I'm just gonna like go back to tank after that. And then start leveling tank.
Okay, so our first mission is just to the north of us. We'll finally get to visit Cape Westwind, which, you know, we haven't visited yet, and I've been wanting to since, like, episode 4. So
All you have to know is that Cape Westwind is bad. It's gonna be badass.
I also know that there's an Imperial camp up there that has an enemy for our Arcanist hunting log, so we'll have to stop for that as well. Although I may save that for after Operation Archon's done, because we've delayed long enough. Let's go do this trial here. The amount of titles you have under your belt by the next expansion should scare God himself. Nice.
I don't have a single title yet. I just realized that.
You don't have Heart of the Party?
Nope.
Wow. I'm surprised. I got Heart of the Party like that because I had enough commends. All you need is 10 commends. I'm surprised.
How many comments do I even have? Let's check after I'm done murdering these poor souls.
You can look on your profile screen and you can go to Reputation. That will also list your Sahagin reputation, so. There's a reason you don't want to go there, yeah. I figured it had to be something. Like, when I was doing the hunting log for one of these parts, I started going towards it, and then the enemies got, like, a bit higher leveled, and I was like, okay, maybe they're just going to keep increasing the level the closer I get.
Do I have the title?
And
I
I was
just
like,
don't know it.
there should be that little, if you go into Reputation, where is it? Or no, in Profile. Go into Profile and then click Acquired Titles next to your name, and it'll tell you all the titles you have. You probably at least have the Triple Triad one, so.
I do.
Yeah. Sure, Todd, if you
I do
want.
have Heart of the
You're
Party.
probably
Cool.
going to be playing tank again, so as long as you don't mind that, we'll be getting into the party for the trial
You
in
know-
a few moments once we
just a thought,
get
man.
that in the duty
You
finder.
have me.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to play Red Mage.
For now. Yeah.
Yeah, for now, like the trial that I'm about to do in 2 minutes. You have it in your duty finder, right, Cole?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind that? That's how you first did this. Okay, well then, good. Good. As long as you don't mind. I just want to make sure because I know that certain people like to play certain roles and certain people don't like to play other ones, so I don't want to assume that anyone is or isn't okay with certain roles in the party, so. Oh, is this an 8-person trial? Okay, that'll make this a little more interesting.
Oh, lovely. I have to DPS even harder now.
I wouldn't say even
dominance.
harder. I'd say, if anything, it's going to be easier because now your job is, if you're a DPS, your job is split amongst 4 people, I would think. Like 2 tanks, 2 healers, 4 DPS.
I'm going
So.
in as paladin.
Oh, okay. Well then, Todd, you're going to have some help with tanking unless you don't want to tank now that Cole's going to tank.
I would
Admittedly,
appreciate
though, if we put 2 tanks, and I'm going to heal, so if we put 2 tanks and 1 healer in there, we'd probably get pretty quick Q. So,
insta Q on an 8-person. That's like unheard of.
I don't know. It might happen.
Who knows? I am completely done with my second Maelstrom hunting log. I literally just need to go to something Thanalan and then stab something.
Okay. I'm getting the thing in the duty finder in a minute, so.
Are you? Here, let me kill these 3 enemies and then we can get the party together.
Okay.
I need to get my fucking paladin thing set up.
Okay. Okay, so there's a staging point and talk to Lieutenant Adalbert, and then we'll be in good shape. Step 1 is a go-go. Let's get this moving. I should be able to get there fairly easily, too, because the enemy's on the way. At least some of the way. Won't bother me. They'll just teleport in and out of existence, like that bogey that just showed up behind me. Damn ghostly rabbites.
Hunting log, teleport to the nearest crystal, and it's like, oh, of course it's still a fucking mile away.
So you mean every time we have to go to Vesper Bay for the Waking Sands?
Why is there no crystal there? Why?
That's the
What
question.
did I do to deserve this?
That's the question. I don't have an answer for you. This isn't honestly hard. You were just bad back then, you admit it. Oh, well, that's okay, Todd. I'm still bad, so it's fine.
No, you're not.
Won't be here for this. All right, SB, no problem. We'll hit you up when we do the final dungeons, then. Parada's Peace.
Could you, like, please stop calling yourself bad at this game?
Giggling Gigantoad. Wonder if these people need any help with... No, they're good, I think. Hey, Laughing Toad! 1 bullet left. Trying to find the optimal path around here, and it's not working. I do, however, know that there's an Imperial camp somewhere around here, and that would happen to be where the enemy that I'm looking for the Arcanist hunting log is. It might be up this way? I'm not 100% sure. We'll find it eventually, but maybe not right now. Because right now we might be getting the trial and the duty finder, so... I would assume you're Lieutenant Adalbert. That would be me. So all we gotta do is lie in wait and then ambush him. Okay, cool. That will help. Does he have a mace, this Lieutenant Adalbert? Why doesn't that do blunt damage?
Limsa Lamensa. The salty air, the pale ale, the black mage flexing in the middle of the square. It's good to be home.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong. And it's probably the pale ale, actually.
Ew, it looks disgusting now that you're at that party. It did not look like that when I was there.
Well, I know we're using Antlion as the name of our group, so I'm not burrowing into the ground. I hate to break it to you.
Oof.
There's a reason I didn't do Cutter's Cry. Actually, the reason I didn't do Cutter's Cry is because we didn't need it for our hunting log. If we did, I would have done it. So.
Storm Sergeant second class.
Nice. Oh, they're in sight. That means we better hurry. Hey, that guy's got the same visor as I do. His pants don't match, but it looks like his gloves do, somewhat. I don't know why he's wearing DPS gear when he has a sword and shield.
So I need 3,000 seals in order to get to first class.
Mm.
Well, let's see if the hunting bow can do anything for me.
Well, the hunting log should give you a decent chunk, so... Yeah, let's make sure we finish this up because it's important that we do so phase 1 can be complete and the rest of the phases can move right along. Good, good. Thank you, Lieutenant. Same with you. I would say good luck and Godspeed, but I don't know if Godspeed is the word that they use in this universe. 4th Cohort Warhound. Hello there. Apparently he just popped up on this fate. This fate doesn't happen to have a
Jimmy, I'm ready
vanguard in
now.
it, would it?
I got a promotion. I'm ready to go kick ass now.
Okay, cool.
Wonder if we should just keep doing
Let's
the hunting
see.
log.
Do we have access to the duty finder for it? Examine the gate barring entry to the innermost sector of the outpost. Okay, so not quite yet. We got to go do
that,
this,
and then you're good.
and then we'll go to the duty finder. And after that, I will set up party finder with the what we need. Ooh, well, walk up this way. The enemies jump up several levels. I should probably put my helmet on. I switched around a couple of my abilities as well, so this might be a little bit weird for me because I might click something that I don't actually mean to click, but it's fine. We'll make it work. My main combo is still where it was, so. There we go. That wasn't behind them.
I wonder if I can buy a better weapon for my red mage. 'Cause
I
have
think,
stuff
yeah,
that's
that's
in
what we're looking for the Arcanist's hunting log, is that 4th cohort Vanguard there. Matter of fact, I might switch over to Summoner just for this so that the other enemies don't bother me on the way to the thing. Let's see. Okay, let's get Ifrit in here. There we go. And, yes, there you go. You can see it's in the log there. Go get him, buddy! I don't know where my, what's it called, is my, I don't know where my ether flow is. Must have had a cooldown left on it when I was last on this class. Oh well. Those aren't it. Just gotta keep our eyes out because we need 3 more Vanguards before this is all said and done. There may only be that one, though. It may just be the one in this area, and I gotta keep coming back for it. Nope, wait, I think I see another one. Maybe that's just machinery.
I'm gonna get my paladin set up.
Thanks for leaving me alone there, gentlemen. You've made the right choice. Up, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or rather, 2, 3. This is the second one. I think I see a 4th one, if that's a Vanguard over there. Yeah, I think it is. Cool. Have a fester, sir. Wow. Garlean steel joint. Just about ready, Cole? I'm almost there. I'm just taking care of hunting log business while I'm all at it. Yeah, we haven't started yet, SB, so if you're good to go, I will get, once I get the party finder going, I'll make sure I put you inside.
I still don't know how to enhance this armor so I can color it. I know it's a quest in what the hell was the name of the place?
Which armor? The
Paladin armor that I can color it. I know people have said it like 17 times now, but I keep fucking forgetting.
I don't quite remember personally, but I'm sure it'll be something we can look at later.
Okay, my item level
Nice.
60. What the hell?
Okay, that takes care of that.
What the hell is my item level 70 on 75 on Red Mage and 60 on Paladin? What?
Maybe because your average item level on Red Mage is higher. I don't know.
Mayhaps.
Let's examine this little destination. I'm gonna switch to Scholar, I think, since we've got that. Cape Westwind now accessible. Cool. Just ended up one of the longer trials and roulette on your other character. Probably get to it. Okay. As long as you're free, then I will be able to slot you into the thing there. Once I get Party Finder going, of course. We'll get that started in a moment. As a matter of fact, we'll get started right now. Let's see. Party Finder. So we want a private one. What?
You should probably let me in just a thought.
Yeah, we should also probably end this call so we can go to the
Yeah.
stream chat. So Todd and
Comparison
SB, if
idea.
you'd like to be involved, feel free to go into the multiplayer chat over on the Chromatic server. I will move you over into stream chat as usual.
Okay.
Cool, I'm going to leave this call now, so
Okay.
see you in a second.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Todd's over there, SB's over there. Once Cole's over there, we'll get everything all going. Driving around in your motorcycle. Well, while I'm waiting, I'll do former private party. And what was the password last time? I think it was 3590. That sounds about right. We don't really have an objective there, so I guess we'll just recruit, and then we'll just end up doing whatever after that. So recruit members across data center. Yep, that's correct. Okay, I think we're good. Let's just click recruit. Okay, so should show up in the private server. Password as usual. You'll see it a minute before I say it. It's 3590. So just check it out. And we will go from there. Oh, this fourth cohort gentleman is going to be kind enough to guard me while I'm forming a party to destroy his entire universe, so... Okay, everybody's over in the multiplayer chat. Let's move them over. If I can move them over. Come on, Discord. There we go. Okay, Cole's moved. Come on, Discord. There we go.
Let me just repair my
Todd's moved. Let's get SP in here and we'll be good. There we go. Everybody is here.
Hello.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
3590.
Yep.
I'm fine. I'm just trying to figure out if I should be unlocking more content or if I should be working on fixing up my tank gear.
Oh.
And by fixing, I mean upgrading, because my tank gear is quote-unquote good gear from about 7 months ago.
Oh.
What is it? What is this level?
Most of my stuff is like 320 and 330.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, by even if you're not doing like end tier content, you're probably gonna want to have like 350 or 360.
We're gonna get strong
do, like,
by the end of the
newest patch, because that's about where it is, I think.
Mm.
And I mean, the best possible slots you can have is like 400 or a little lower for a tank.
Oh, okay.
Which is a good point for it. The reason, when I was talking about overmelding, the best gear in the game for certain tank slots is overmelded stuff, because the higher item level is actually not as good as the overmelded stuff you can get for a lower level.
Oh, okay. I see.
So, yeah. So the thing with overmelding is what people will do is just buy tons of materia, spend all of that, put them into your overmeld, and get people to work together. I think there's a way you can work together on it to produce overmelded gear. But if you want to be the very top tier gear for a tank, at least you need to have that stuff, or have someone do that and then be able to buy it on the market or something.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Crafting, to be really dedicated in crafting, is basically to play not Final Fantasy IV in the way that you're playing it in the normal way.
Right. It's almost a whole separate game, from what I understand.
It really is.
Oh, crafting might as well be its own MMO at this point, because wow.
So crafting is one of the few things I liked from WoW compared to Final Fantasy is crafting, because WoW crafting is probably much less effective and interesting, but it's also way easier. You don't have to take entire character classes and quests and jobs and stuff to craft.
Right.
Talk to someone and they instantly level you up to that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That does seem a little easier.
As long as you're like a certain character level, I think.
Right. Party is up as well for Todd and Cole whenever they're ready.
Okay, just doing a quick.
Honestly, it probably won't matter too much what classes you guys want to play, because it will be very short once we get into it, unless something horrible happens.
Like nobody's playing this one.
Well, I mean, once you get in, it will be very fast.
Right.
Unless something weird happens and instead and like we somehow like don't clear it immediately. The thing is that it was designed as an 8-man but not balanced for people with level 50 gear as it currently is.
Oh,
yeah, okay. Way back when, this was meant for people who were like wearing basically the stuff you just got from your level 50 job quest, so item level 55 and below, and we're all going to be synced to a maximum of 120.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
you're more or less twice as strong as you're supposed to be, or at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that literal, but
it's close enough, believe it or not. Way back when, there was a term we used to use called Fresh 50 for people who had just finished the game and clearly didn't have gear yet. Yeah, other people had about 2 to 3 times your stats, just because they were wearing item level 110 gear.
Man.
This is all also part of the reason why you don't see people coil or crystal tower as much, other than if they get it in roulette or something, because those used to give good quality gear for the level, and now they do not.
Right.
Now there are options that take less effort.
Yeah. So it's pretty much obsolete to go there at this point, unless you need to beat it.
I mean, if you're interested in the story, they're interesting.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure most of the people that have played the game at this point, though, have probably, played that for the story already, though.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it depends. Like, I do have an older friend, or rather a former friend, who basically skipped over most of the optional dungeons because he started playing about halfway through Heaven's Word and he didn't honestly care.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, which makes which kind of takes away the impact of Heaven's Word, I think.
Hmm.
It made it harder for him to unlock roulettes because he could never have expert roulette because he was always missing like a Realm Reborn dungeon that was needed to unlock another one.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because then you get like hard version. You get like Wanderer's Palace, and then you have Wanderer's Palace hard.
Gotcha.
It's like, oh yeah, he tried to run what was it? I think Lost City hard mode, but he hadn't run normal mode. He just decided not to do it, so he never had roulettes, which means he never had tombstones.
Oh.
So ended up becoming a massive pain for him.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So
let's see. We have 2 tanks, and are you gonna? Is everybody locked into the class they're gonna play before I click join here? Or?
Yeah, I'm good.
We have 2 tanks and 2 healers, so it should go pretty fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Good.
Well, I mean, we're waiting for DPS, who are probably just going to be people who are queuing up for trial roulette.
Everyone complains when they get this one in trial roulette because it's not even fun.
I like trial roulette. It's still fun going back to the older content. I just wish we could run it minimum eye level so people actually had to think.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're over geared for content nowadays, but we go into trial roulette and we still wipe. And I'm wondering what in the world is going on.
Yeah, that does seem a little strange.
I know a lot of people in my free company seem to think that just doing everything for the first time with your one unseen buddy one-shots things is okay. And it's like, like people, like someone asked if they could help with a first-time dungeon, and everyone who offered was like, sure, but you have to do it unsynced because they wanted to do it faster. And it's like, okay, but they're never going to learn how to do it, and this is the one time it's going to be new to them.
Yeah.
I like the unsync system, but it made people really lazy.
You don't even have to learn mechanics like that, you know?
Nope. People don't want to learn mechanics. They just want to clear a fight. That's why if you go, well, you can't see it because you haven't gotten that far, so all your stuff is just gonna say locked duty. But if you're a bit further along, like around where I am, you'll see people trying to run content, and it'll be content that's older, like let's say
like EX for Wondrous Tales players.
Yeah, and people will still want you to have an item of a requirement of at least 300 to get in, even though you're running content from base game.
Well,
Jesus.
I mean, I don't think. Yeah, if you're gonna do the EX stuff, there should be the understanding that that's not how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, that seems like it's a little cheap.
It's because the EX stuff is designed to be like top tier for people who really want a challenge, and not everyone wants that, but there are rewards for doing it that are hard to obtain if you don't do it. But like, if you're someone of a casual player and you don't want to have the best possible gear and strategy and gameplay, you don't want to have to be the best at the game, you'll still want to be able to clear these. But if you can do these things for the extra work, I think it's fair to say that, we should.
Yeah. I mean, as long as the rewards are worth it, it's like, might as well give it a shot.
There's basically a thing that gives you like rewards for clearing certain content. It's like bingo with content, and people will queue up for bingo with those content.
Oh, okay.
In mind. So it'll be like you'll have a bingo score that's like complete this EX version of a trial, and so people will queue up to do that EX trial for the bingo.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or they'll make a party finder for it, then they'll still demand stupid high item level when we're trying to run older content for some bingo.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I assume that in this case, the level they would be needing is not as high as they're asking.
Like, right now, there's a party up right now for Emanation Extreme. They want a minimum of 350 to get in, when that fight came out, the best anyone had was 310 geared.
Oh.
That's the kind of thing I'm talking about.
I mean,
we want completely better than what the thing is for, and half the time we still fail, so it doesn't matter.
I guess if the point is to try and rush through it.
You can rush through it all you want. If you still don't know how to do the fight, half the time people get to parts where you actually need to know what you're doing.
Yeah, you do actually. Yeah, you do actually need to know how to do that fight, because like the attack where she puts you in her bosom, basically. That just one shot you no matter what.
Oh jeez.
You mean the ad phase?
Yeah, I think so.
There's
Yeah,
some
with the
fake
fake
content because
cutscene
you
where
can sell
she's.
all of it on Warrior.
Yeah, I don't think Jimmy will get that far, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably
I mean,
not.
it's fine.
That's towards the end of Heaven Sword, of Stormblood, I believe.
Yeah.
Also, I love this song.
It's the level 67 primal fight.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pronounce the name, but I don't think it's gonna work.
I think it's like
Ritatin? Ritatin? I don't know.
I believe it would be Ritatine.
Ritatine? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Ritatine.
I always think there's an L in it.
Yeah, it almost looks like there'd be an L there. I had to use.
Assuming that it would be like Ritalin. His name is Ritalin.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Hey Cole, you get to be in Sword Elf this time.
Oh, thank God.
Because you have an off tank.
Yeah, I was about to say, look at your health compared to mine.
How the hell does this even work? Can we just trade aggro based on what's happening?
You can, actually, but you don't have to for this one, I don't think.
There's no point to do that here.
This is a diversion, actually, but, you know.
This guy is like... I think this guy immediately realizes what's going on because he is a master tactician. It would be kind of unfortunate if he didn't.
Yeah.
I switched armor. I'm wearing the classic 230 stuff.
Oh. I was gonna say, you'd think he would have like planned for this ahead of time, been like, oh well, you know, this is probably what they're gonna do. So since I'm a master tactician, let's just counter attack that or something. But
yeah, well,
maybe he did though. I don't know.
They more or less assume that you are knockers. They are pretty sure that you are backwater and primitive. Like I said, they don't. A big part of at least this, what happens here, is that they're underestimating you.
Well, that's the last mistake they'll ever make.
Yep. Pretty much.
You almost done with that cutscene, Jimmy.
Almost. He's monologuing currently, so I got to give him his chance to get off his piece.
I forget that it's ever established where Ritatine is from.
I don't know about that, man. I'm pretty sure the Garleans will just usurp us. I think you've got Stockholm Syndrome for the Garleans, if I'm being honest with you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they did subjugate his nation, and he became a citizen and kind of rose up from poverty by joining the army.
Yeah.
I guess I could see how that would, you know, sway his opinion a little.
Oh, I mean, that also is the mention of false faith, which is important. Because I believe Gaius mentions it earlier.
Well, he's ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. Let's get this working.
It's been so long since I've seen people wearing the old relic gear.
I don't even have the full set yet. I could have gotten the full scholar artifact gear, but
I recommend grabbing your chest piece.
yeah, I'll work on that.
Okay. So, yeah.
You'll see why I call this guy General Cannon Arms in a good second.
I need to obey on.
Especially since half of us look like we are actually new, so this won't be a complete curb stomp.
Oh, well that's nice. Alright, I gotta actually pay attention a little here now, so...
Everyone gets a regen.
I've got the lag!
Welcome to 8.
Did you lag?
I'm okay.
Yeah, look at his health bar.
What health bar?
Yeah, I mean, we have like 60 miasmas on him, so I'm...
Look how many debuffs he has. I mean, you can have this many on like an actual fight, and like...
Yeah, you haven't seen it.
See, this is what happens when we go to 8-man raids, and I can actually go in, you know, sort of. I say as I casually do nothing to him.
I want these. These are mine now.
Should we worry about the ads, or are those pretty much like...
No, ignore the ads. You might want them.
Okay.
around right here, so.
Let me get you an
You also may want
adloquium
to
there.
consider moving EO. She's about to blow up.
Oh yeah, I should probably do something about that.
Ow.
What a way to start an 8-man. Start your
Did I
introduction to 8-man.
miss
Just
something
curb
there? I
stomp.
think I got hit even though I was outside the AoE. Maybe it's the 8-man. Maybe that's what's doing it to me.
I wasn't paying.
You were not out of the AoE, I don't think.
I could have sworn he fired it short range. Why did it still hit us over here?
I think it doesn't. It just maybe it just fires wherever he is.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, he's done. So that was fast.
We could have done that before, man.
We probably could have.
This fight used to be like a two, like I want to say a 4-minute fight, not a 2-minute.
It's really like a 90-second fight.
Only
this
one of the
fight's not
people
hard
stuck
anymore.
around. I guess I know who's getting my command.
Yeah, because everyone else left already.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that was a bit of a curb stomp, but it is only phase 1. The hard part is probably yet to come.
Yeah. You now have. I mean, you'll be heading to Northern Thanland.
Excuse me.
I believe.
Yeah, you're about to see the last dungeons of the game, which are so cutscene heavy that they give you 2 hours instead of the usual 90 minutes to clear them.
Oh.
Oh, good lord.
Man.
Basically, the issue was that they decided to implement the cutscenes as part of the dungeon, and the problem was that, one, people who didn't want to watch the cutscenes over and over again, so they would run them, but they were so long that people who actually wanted to see what was happening would basically not actually get to play.
Right. Yeah, that's...
So then they made them mandatory. You cannot skip the cutscenes.
Which
And so now people
sucks
don't
because
like...
you try and run this every day for main story roulette, and now you have to watch the cutscenes despite no one being new and everyone's seen them all.
Right.
I mean, it would be... I mean, I'd rather that... Maybe if they could make it so that you could choose to... Everyone just automatically skips the cutscenes if it was like a unanimous thing.
I personally would prefer the option of making the cutscene... Well, I don't know how you would code this, but make the cutscenes actually mandatory, but only if there's a new person.
That makes sense. Yeah, that
I
would
mean,
make sense to
They
me.
can program a message when it's a person's first time. I think that would be fair. Yeah. I know I have had disasters where people do that exact thing that Yogman is about to. It just mentioned that you're about to see. Because not everyone will do that at the same time, and so it'll end up crashing the fight, and a bunch of people will go into the fight, die because the rest of the people were logging out.
Oh, if you log out and log back in, you can skip them? Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But if you're trying to get 8 people to do that in enough sync that you're all playing at the same time when you need to be, and not when you don't need to be.
That seems like it'd be pretty difficult, yeah.
Yeah,
basically the part about it is you can log out and you can log back in, but if no one's logged back in yet and everyone's logged out, I'm pretty sure the duty just ends.
Oh.
Whoops. So you'd have to like stutter it somehow.
That probably takes a bit of coordination then.
It takes around an hour to finish the last dungeon. Let's go with that.
Okay. Well then, I apologize in advance for one thing, because if you guys choose to join me for that, I'm going to be watching the cutscenes, and knowing how slowly I watch cutscenes, it may be a little while before we can get started, so...
Actually, you can.
If I know, if we go into that ahead of time, we've probably already committed to the hour.
Right,
the
yeah.
cutscenes are also a set duration. You cannot skip them any faster or slower. The dialogue will play at a set rate.
Oh, okay.
Which is really I hope you are able to increase your reading comprehension. Also, a lot of them are voice acted anyway.
Right.
I don't like how they autoplay just because there used to be, the prompts that you could answer during one part. And
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And now, because it auto scrolls, it basically just goes off of, oh, you gave the first answer no matter what, because there's no prompt anymore.
Yeah. Oh no, Jimmy, help me. Jimmy.
What happened?
I am under attack. I'm also a white mage.
Oh jeez. Who's in Cape Westwind that can help?
Oh, I love how I jump off the cliff and then she comes under attack. God damn it. How do I do this?
Well, as far as I know, World Visit still isn't in the game yet, so I kind of can't help you with that one.
Okay, I did it.
Damn it, I ran all the way back too.
Played White Mage and then Friend Dragoon, got every boss down to like 20% before the cutscene's finished. Oh my god.
Yeah, that used to be what happened. You would exit the cutscenes and the fight would essentially be over if it wasn't already over.
Or if it was like the part where you are moving around, like the dungeon part, then everyone would have left you behind, and you would have to teleport to the sealed area for the dungeon.
Yeah, I could see how that could be a problem. Let's just continue with the plan exactly as planned, even without this guy, because they're still incapable of killing us. That seems like great military fortitude there, Gaius. Okay, well, that takes care of that. We just got to report back now, right? Yeah, pretty much. So once we report back, I'm actually going to switch to Monk, though, while we do that. Let me not forget to turn my hotbars off. There we go. See ya, Eos. You'll be back soon, I'm sure.
Are you going to be heading back to do your optional content thing, or are you going to do...
Yes, I have... What do I have now? Actually, the next part of the optional stuff that I'm going to be doing is... I think I need to take the next quest before I can do it. It's the level 50 Monk side quest. I'm going to take the quest for Wanderer's Palace while I'm in Vesper Bay, but I'm not going to do it until a little later, closer to when we're ready to do the last dungeons. So.
Okay.
And a couple things I have to beat in Southern Tantalin for my hunting log. So.
Okay.
Yep.
So you probably won't be needing me for the rest of this.
Yeah, we probably won't be running any more dungeons for this stream. Like next stream, I'm planning on doing Wanderer's Palace as the dungeon, and then the stream after that we'll do the final two.
Yeah. You
So
might need someone for Wanderer's Palace because it's not hard, but it's got a thing that if the tank doesn't know what they're doing, it's going to be a hilarious disaster.
Well, I mean, you could always do the boring method and just unsync it.
Oh.
We just talked about this, though.
Yes, I know. That's why I brought it up again.
Fair.
I think we'll just do
people
it.
who are level 70 do the content for you.
Yeah, I think we'll just do it synced because
I mean,
it's more challenging.
Why do I have all this materia on me? What was I saving this for?
Could you turn that down a little bit, please? Thank you.
I see that Cole has beaten me here.
Oh.
And I've beaten you here.
Yeah.
And presumably Todd is not coming here.
Todd beat all of us here, so
Yeah.
he's been ahead of us for months, years maybe.
I hope years.
Yeah.
You just started, so yes, I very hope years.
Right.
I mean, I've been playing this for a while. I've probably been playing for like a year or so, but that's still, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been playing this since 2014. Save me.
I think you need a different game to get attached to there, Todd.
I get attached.
Nobody's
to
beaten
all sorts of
Austin, my buddy Austin's record so far.
Whose record?
What's his record?
He has played this game in every single iteration. He watched the cutscene where Bahamut annihilated the entire game on the day it happened, and then picked it back up the second this game released.
Yeah, so he's been playing since like 2010.
I have so many items now that I can sell. I have so much of these junk things.
I gotta check my inventory. I probably have a little bit too.
I shall do an instance. I will see you all whenever you need things again.
Okay, Todd. Thanks for the help. Probably check in when we get to the final dungeon, so, or Wanderer's Palace, whichever one, we need help for. Okay, so we have to go to Northern Tantalin and make a stop at Camp Blue Fog in order to take care of this next section. And I need to just double check something real quick. Okay, there we go. So we have to go and light the fire in people's hearts in Camp Blue Fog. Alright, fair enough. And while we're at it, let's go and pick up the quest for the Wanderer's Palace from Vesper Bay here. And now, I don't think Nedrick has this one. I think it's the person behind the Waking Sands that has it.
It is a person who is near Nedrick.
Yeah, I think it's this lady. Aline, I think. Trauma Queen, yeah, that's the quest. What kind of mishap? Well, it's a sunken palace. That's why. Are you trying to attract me because of all the fancy things that I could sell, but to get rich off that stuff? Because the game's economy doesn't work like that.
I will be seeing you guys later.
All right, SP. Thanks for the help. Take it easy.
What in the actual?
What happened, Tad?
I don't understand what I'm doing, but I'm winning.
Oh. Okay, so we got that quest. Cole, you might want to go to Vesper Bay, so you can take the quest for the Wanderer's Palace.
Vesper Bay?
Yep,
Sure.
it's the lady behind the Waking Sands.
Okay.
I'm not going to be doing that quest yet, but by the end of next stream, we'll be done with the Wanderer's Palace, so...
Okay.
Just so you know. Alright, well, we got that all taken care of, so now... What do I have left on my stuff here? Oh, Pem, thank you for the auto-host. Appreciate that. What do we have left to do here? We have to go take the monk quest. I already got 4th cohort vanguards done. And then it's the stuff in Zaharak for my hunting logs. 1 for each log. Okay. So let's just teleport on over to Ul'dah. Take our level 50 monk quests, and then we'll teleport to Southern Thanalin and take care of that. And I think instead of walking there, we'll just Ethernet our way to the Goldsmiths Guild. Seems a little simpler. Okay. Why do I still have my helmet on? I can take that off. I'm not in a point where I need it. I'm in a city. Professor Eric, 5 EC pieces, huh? We've got the Temple Cyclist, the Melee Attire Coffer, which makes the Temple Cyclist useless from what I understand, and finally Dragon Kick. It's about time I got that ability.
Finally, time you finished your level 50 quest for Monk.
Yeah, I still have to for Summoner and Scholar, but we'll save that for a little later. Not that much later, but...
You are not rushing through that at all, and I'm just like, why are you not?
Because I can't do any more of it until Heaven's Ward anyway, so I might as well not rush.
True.
Professor, why don't you fill me in on the... Oh, you're not... Oh, okay, you're not gonna tell me the details of your experiment. Yeah, I guess... The one time I want to hear the details, he's going to skip to the end, but I suppose that's fair enough. I've been asking him to do that since the beginning of my time with him, so... Well, good, I think.
Really? I've killed you 4 times. Sit down.
I've killed you 4 times. Sit down.
I watched you die! Over and over again.
Joke's on you. I have 3 extra lives.
And now I'll wish for 3 more wishes.
God damn it, Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know where he went, but I guess we can go and find Vittergelt. He's got to be around here somewhere. Wow. What do you mean? Well, why would you encourage him about anything that has to do with chakra, Professor? You know how he gets. Now he's at Silver Tear Falls. Okay. So he's going to go try to claim for himself. He's not capable of it, and you want me to stop him. Is that the long and short of it? Okay, so in order to stop him, we have to go to Silver Tear Falls and Mordana. And I think what we'll do is, well, we're supposed to go through Central Thanalin to get to Northern Thanalin to Camp Blue Fog, but probably what we'll end up doing is we'll just go that way through Mordana, since we got to go that way anyway. But first, let's go to Southern Thanalin so I can, let's see. I should probably look at the map and see which one would be faster to get to Zaharak. Let's see here. That is over that way. Yeah, I think Forgotten Springs might be a better choice because I can just ride straight across the desert and then head north. So we'll go do that. And we have to kill... What do we have to kill? 3 Zaharak Archers for Maelstrom rank 3. 3 Zaharak Battle Drakes for Pugilist rank 5. And 4 Zaharak Battle Drakes for Arcanist rank 5. Sounds simple enough. I'm sure it'll be more complex than I'm giving it credit for, but we won't know till we find out. Should I dismantle the party, by the way, since we're done?
I suppose so.
Just in case we get into an instance. Alright, I'll disband the party then. Here we go. Dune Angler, that's a special enemy, I think. Has that funky blue symbol above it. Alright, I think if my map was correct, there should be a narrow passageway somewhere in this area that'll lead me up and around into Zaharak there, or at least close. So... Ah, and the Amalja are, of course, waiting for me all along this stretch. No shock there. I think that's one of the things we need right there. Whoops, I just pressed the wrong button again. I've been doing that a lot for some reason. This is not a Zaharak Archer, so it's actually not what we need. So I'm just gonna ride on by and pretend like he didn't see me. I know he saw me, but I'm gonna pretend like he didn't. Zanrak Pugilists, yeah, I don't need those. This sort of feels like what I imagine it would feel like running through the Necrohall of Nabudis if you were actually capable of running through the Necrohall when the game allows you to.
Well, I mean, it's really easy to find it early, though.
Yeah, true. And the enemies don't deal nearly as much damage as the stuff in the Necrohall does, so... Fortune Teller, well, there's an archer back there, so... I guess we'll just take care of all the people that we are standing in our way.
To be fair, my worst experience with Nabudis was, I kind of spawned the rare game without meaning to.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I tried to run from it and I blew up when I got to the entrance because I forgot to recast float.
Oh, you know what? I'm laughing less because it's funny and more because I feel your pain, because I know how that works. I've forgotten to recast float myself in there a number of times and it sucks. It's I get you.
At least they created an area that uses the traps.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's tricky. It's challenging. It's not like you can just face roll it. You know what I mean? And I give 12 a lot of credit because a lot of the areas that you don't have to go to, but you can go to for extra story or extra side quests and stuff, are pretty much like that. You can't just face roll through them. You actually have to try to get through them. So. How about the one right in front of you there, sir? Guess I didn't need to do that. I could have critted my boot shine anyway because I had True North up, but oh well. Let's put Perfect Balance up. Why the hell not? That's another Pugilist and a Thaumaturge. You know, I'm probably gonna have to fight both these guys anyway, so let's just fight both of them. And not get hit by Fire 2 or Fire 3 or whatever the hell that was. Oops. Oh, they have a beacon. Okay. That explains it then. Wow. I don't think I'm even really trying to do my proper positionals. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, you eventually hit that stride where you may not have to, so you don't bother with it. It happens, trust me.
Okay. Let's try one Ilm Punch! Not because I need to, but because I haven't used it yet and I actually put it on my hotbar, so... Alright, so we're still looking for one more archer, and then we need 3 battle drakes. I'm sure we'll find some of those around here. There's a pugilist right over there, so I would imagine they were hunting for similar things as we were.
You're looking for Zarok stuff, right?
Yes.
I hate that part of the Nolan because I hate making that S rank spawn.
Oh, is there an S rank in here that can spawn in?
There's an S rank in every area. It's just that spawning that one is literally the worst thing ever because its spawning condition is actually cancer.
Oh, how so?
You cannot let a single fate fail within the entirety of that area of the world for 1 whole hour.
Oh my god. That sounds awful.
Yeah, and I've helped spawn that thing multiple times.
Yikes.
We all literally just divided up the area. Everyone pick a spot. I chose the rock one time, like a moron. And as you will learn about every Beast Tribe stronghold, they are nothing but fates.
Oh boy. Come here, you. Me and this other monk are probably going to have to fight for these battle drakes because I think he needs pretty much what I need. So, I don't know. I don't think he gets it for his hunting log, though, if I get the first hit, so that kind of sucks.
I think it's whoever gets bigger contribution. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've done hunting logs.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean I never finished about half of mine.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm only finishing them because I can get some minimally good gear from now until about, 8 or 9 episodes from now when it becomes obsolete.
Oh yeah, Jimmy, did I tell you?
What?
I'm annoyed.
Why are you annoyed?
The healer I want to play is locked down until I get to Evansward.
Oh. So you're actually going to play draw a monster card?
Hell yeah. I want to try it at least.
Nice.
Astro is fun.
It's the only healer class that I really have any interest in. And I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe while I'm waiting, I can do that. While Jimmy's off bumming around doing side quests. And I'm just like, wait, I have to wait till Evansward to get this shit?
Yeah, you literally can't pick up Astro yet because you actually have to be physically inside of Ishgard to go to the Astro base.
Yeah, fun fact, that was actually the class that Cole wanted to play when he started the game, and actually I also wanted to play Samurai when I started the game, but then we quickly learned that doesn't really work. So,
well, I mean, if you were willing to fork over the money for the level jump, you could have done it.
Yeah, but I was like, I think that's a little too much.
But I'm pretty sure that costs more than $20.
Yeah, not really sure, but I was like, I can wait. I'm not in that much of a hurry,
Besides, all things considered, I just need to get Astrologian once we get fuck. I don't know how to English right now.
However you say it.
Astrologian. Once I get access to it, I'll probably be able to get up to 20 levels relatively quickly. Because, leveling roulette. Just a matter of learning how to play it and then not sucking as a healer.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Astro's not hard to play as long as you're not one of those people who doesn't use your cards, in which case you should just be playing White Mage.
Oh, I mean, of course I'm going to use the card.
Well, I've seen a lot of people just forget to pull cards for like a solid 4 or 5 minutes.
Oh.
To put that in perspective, you can use your draw thing and draw a card once every 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that might be, they might be slacking just a little bit then.
Just a little bit.
I found a fancy crystal in the back of Zaharak. I wonder what this does.
Oh, that's for a side quest later. Or rather a side quest chain.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it in mind if we decide to do it. Astrologian's great, and the only problem with the class is that there's literally only one good-looking globe. Oh. Yeah, I mean, the glamour could definitely be a problem. I could see that. Flamecrest Afaj Ko. That is a very large Amalja gentleman right there. Ifrit, why don't you... Are they fighting? Oh, they're fighting Ifrit. Great.
Are you in a fate called Quenching the Flames?
He's a fire starter is the name of it, actually.
Oh, never mind. That's not him. That's someone else.
And he might or might not be coming this way because Ifrit aggroed onto him. Damn it, Ifrit.
Ifrit always wants to start some shit.
Well, yeah, I guess that's...
I mean,
oh, no, it's not him. Never mind.
All of your summons kind of love doing that. Even the carbuncles will
Yeah.
suddenly decide to early pull.
They're all crazy. It was actually just a Zaharak Fortune Teller and Archer that he was beating the ever-loving shit out of.
Well, I mean, you are like level 60, right?
Yes. So that would be why he's beating the ever-loving shit out of them. Did I finish the Battle Drakes? No, I need a few more. Alright. Now let me sustain effort real quick. He needs a little bit of HP there. Yeah, I'm just at the point where I'm 10 levels above all the stuff in here, so some of them are still attacking me. Which is fine.
Yeah, if you get one more level, everything in the Beast Tribe Strongholds will finally leave you alone.
I mean, it's fine. I don't mind a little resistance while I'm running out of here, but...
I mean, I personally mind from way back when because everyone hated going into Beast Tribe Strongholds because everything could still aggro you.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I could see how that would be. A bit on the troublesome side.
Why do you think no one liked going to the back of the Sylphlins?
Okay, that's 3. Just gotta find one more around here, and I think... Yeah, there's one up there. A little bit of resistance on the way, but that's okay. Actually, I think it's coming towards me. Oh, no, that's the Fortune Teller. Never mind. Well, we're getting rid of him anyway. Let's pop a Fester real quick. Probably don't even need it for these guys, considering how quickly my Chocobo and Ifrit rip them apart, but it's alright. Don't have anything for that right now. Get that burning cyclone out of here. There. That takes care of that. And I think that's everything for hunting logs for Thanalin now for the rest of the game. It's just a couple of things left for Arcanist. 2 axolotls, which are in Western Lanasia. What do we have here? This one's the one that's least done, the one for Maelstrom, but that's because a lot of the stuff here is in Lanasia or in the Wanderer's Palace. So, and for Pugilist, we only need 4 Shelfclaw Reavers. So yeah, everything that's left in our hunting logs is Lanasia or the Wanderer's Palace, and then we'll be in good shape. Keeping ahead of that stuff. Where am I going now? Northern Thanalin. So, oh, actually, let's go to Mordana so we can take care of this matter for, with Vittergelt there. And give me a chance to turn my, my phone back on because it fell asleep. Here we go. Okay. Ifrit, thank you for your service, but I gotta dismiss you now because I have monk things to do. Silver Tear Falls is... Let's see. That's North Silver Tear. Is that where I'm going? I could look on my thing here. South of Revenant's Toll. Oh, okay. I see it now. Okay. Nope, I was going in the right direction. I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Okay. So let's go find this crazy Alamegan guy and tell him that revenge is not the answer. And then maybe we can go and seek revenge on the Empire after that. That sounds two-faced as hell, but... I'll take it. There he is. In the middle of, empty field. I imagine not by accident. Alright, Vittergelt, let's see what you've got. This might actually be somewhat difficult, though, because I am about the same level as he is. I don't anticipate this being like my my master at the Pugilist Guild, because he went down like a chump in a lot of cases. Vittergelt might be a little more than I've been giving him credit for. Taking your revenge one step at a time there, Vittergelt, or what? Well, he may have just claimed the 7th chakra. Oh, he's claiming. He's in the process. Did Discord disconnect me again? No, it did not. Sorry, I just had to double check on that. Are these your people, Vittergelt, or what? Well, I came out here thinking you'd be alone. It looks like yours is doing a little better than mine. Just a thought. I don't know where you're getting these notions of things that I'm doing, because I'm not doing any of those things. Yeah, but if you claim that great power, will you be any better than the Garleans that took your realm?
No, but they don't think about that.
Yeah, Vittergelt doesn't seem like the type that really thinks before he does. He seems like the kind of person that punches first and asks questions later. You'd think they'd share this sacred ground there, Vittergelt, because how can you form an army to take back your homeland if there's only one of you? But again, not really thinking. I don't know about my death. That's what you think! Well, he Kaioken times 20, so this might be a little difficult.
How do you know it's times 20? How do you know he's not just doing like that times 4 that almost goes good for the first time?
Well, I would assume it is a Kaioken that looks really cool, but is going to go down and not really matter in the long run at all. I'm thinking on too deep of a level here.
It's okay. Super tried to make the Kaioken relevant again.
Tried.
Oh, I got legs swept. Wow. Well, while he's not looking, let's get a demolish off on him.
Oh, like I looked away from the stream and then saw that this dude was just like lens flare eyed with a Super Saiyan aura when I clicked back in.
You have reached your journey's end!
Oh, yeah, that's an emote that you have to buy from the cash shop if I remember correctly.
Gut Ripper? Boy, that sounds bad. Oh, by the way, I stuck Bloodbath on my hotbar there. Just in case I'd come up with a situation like this where I'd need a little extra HP, and as you can see, it's working out fairly okay. I probably should have also stuck Second Wind on there, but, well, you know. Do that real quick.
Yeah, Jimmy, just so you know.
What?
I am now on the next duty finder quest.
Okay. Nice, you got there quick. You work fast.
Oh boy, there's people in my free company who are trying to Google how to change your chocobo color.
Oh jeez. Where are you going, Vittergelt? Are you trying to bring more ads into this?
Probably.
Probably. See if I can stun him. I think I just did. Yay. Okay, well he pulse waved me. That's a little bad.
Monk still wants a ranged ability.
I don't know about these ranged abilities, but if I get to use Fierce Demon Fang, I'm gonna take it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Monk is, I think, the only job that doesn't have the ability to attack in long range in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I didn't pick the best job here, did I?
Nah, it's fine. Stuff like this happens.
Yeah. I mean, I just took a job at the beginning of the game according to my own personal experience in real life, and I'm almost a black belt in real life, so.
What stopped you from getting said black belt?
Repetition. I had to wait until there was a test for black belt in our area, and that wasn't happening for about 3 years, so I said, fuck it. We're paying enough per month to go to the studio, I need to slow down. I always wanted to go back, though. This is like 10 years ago that I quit. And I've always meant to go back and finish, but I haven't actually done it yet. Maybe when I get income again, like a regular income again.
Honestly, the thing, and then there's the other thing. I honestly was thinking about taking Monk because I was just fresh off taking a pretty intensive martial arts class at my school. I stayed pretty intensive because we would go 1 day a week and I was somehow physically fit. We worked just like dogs.
Vittergelt, I'm not trying to take the power from you. I'm just trying to show you that it's not the right way of using it. Thought he only just attained SSJ1. Man, if I get Super Saiyan from unlocking all my chakra, Cole's gonna be pissed at me.
Yes, I am.
People have been waiting for that since base game.
I think I remember hearing something like that. Like, most of the other monks in the game have an aura, but you don't get one. Not even in Stormblood. Like, you get one in a cutscene, but not, like, during fights.
Yeah, that's exactly what people are talking about.
That's a shame. I was thinking about, at some point, buying those Makai fists that you can get from the Gold Saucer just to give myself something. Once I heard that, I was like, oh, that's unfair. Maybe I'll just light my fists on fire.
Yeah, the Makai stuff from the Garo crossover.
Is that what it was from?
It happened towards the end of Heavensward. Originally, it was a bunch of PvP gear you could earn. I think you still can.
Oh, okay.
But
obviously obsolete at this
for
point.
people who don't want a PvP, you can just buy the tarnished version of it from the Gold Saucer.
Right. I mean, granted, it costs 100,000 MGP, but I mean, you can probably get that. You just do, some gates and stuff.
Yeah, 100,000 is not that bad. It's more when I'm still trying to get the Fenrir mount.
Oh, the one that costs $1 million. Yeah, that's rough. That's a lot of day-to-day grinding in the Gold Saucer.
I don't find the Gold Saucer that fun. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it was fun when we went there, but it's like Disney World, you can't go every day and expect it to be fun. You can't work there and expect it to be fun,
That's actually exactly how I looked at it when I got to the Gold Saucer. I was like, I can't do this every day. I could do this like once a week, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, so you can get the Makai ones from PvP, you can dye them, and it only takes a couple of matches. Okay. That's food for thought.
It doesn't take long to get it from PvP, which is why I don't understand why people would rather grab the tarnished stuff first.
Yeah. Well, I haven't ever done PvP, so maybe I don't know, maybe I'll do it off screen or something at some point. But I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon, so.
I recommend it because PvP has changed since I last did it, and they streamlined a bunch of things, and it's completely different. And I went into a PvP match, and I had no idea what I was doing again.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm breaking up a little over here, not on my mic. I'm breaking up in terms of... I'm trying not to laugh while you're talking, because Professor Eric just did something that may redeem all the times I had to listen to him pander on, which was punch Vittergelt in the face for being an idiot.
Did he just straight up decked him?
He did. I mean, they're both from Alamigo, so I expect they both have some form of martial training, but I didn't expect that. Not at all.
You see, way back in base game, you could tell the writers were just like, we have to make this fun somehow.
Yeah. Next time I'll bring a stick, he says. Oh, boy.
What an absolute unit.
That was pretty good.
Why are we still...
Around this time you can get into 72-mans. You don't have to worry about your performance whatsoever in those. Yeah, I would imagine any bad performance would get lost in the sea of bodies in a thing like that.
Yeah, the 24v24v24 mode.
That sounds insane, and it also sounds like my computer wouldn't be able to handle it. While streaming as well, but I mean, I don't know.
It's a pretty big map.
Yeah.
I don't see half the people anyway, and I'm usually the person who's insane and does like stealth operations where I'm not actually paying attention to anyone else. I'm just kind of running around doing stuff on my own.
Nice. Didn't expect these wise words from Professor Eric either, but I suppose they had to wrap this around to some sort of logical conclusion, so... Well, yeah, you can't use it for revenge. See, that's what I was saying. Hate to say it, but I'm on the same page as Professor Eric. What have I become? It's pretty funny. You don't have to take it too serious. Okay. Well, yeah, I think I'll give it a shot. I don't know when, but I'll probably try to give it a shot.
I was about to do something. What was it?
Update your gear, maybe? I know that was a little while ago you said that, but does it have anything to do with that?
That's gonna take a while, no matter what.
Yeah, we kind of need to think about these things there, Vittergelt. I know you're not the kind of person that thinks things through before you do, but... Yeah, great power comes great responsibility. That's the name of the game. I wouldn't take it that far, Professor Eric, but... Well, you're welcome. Glad I could help with bringing Vittergelt to his senses, I guess.
Oh my god, we did it. We're almost done. We just have to do, like, 6 more quests.
Oh. Okay, let's turn this bad boy in, and then we'll head off to Camp Blue Fog. Apparently the ether opened up my chakra, by the way. I didn't mention it when it said it on the screen, but it did.
Yeah, good for you.
All the good it'll do me.
That's basically how I felt whenever I did a class quest.
Yeah, it's like, oh, good for you. You should have taken his advice there, Vittergelt. Not for nothing. Well, I'm trying so that all of us make it to the other side of this in one piece. I don't know if I'll be able to join you when we retake Alamigo, because I don't know if I'll get to that point in the quest, but okay, he just took his shirt off. This quest keeps going to crazier and crazier places.
Yeah, you're not gonna retake Alamigo until the end of 4.0.
Yeah, probably not getting there by April, unfortunately. I don't know, though. I mean, I guess it depends on how streamlined Heaven's Ward is compared to the base game. I know I play slow, so that's why I'm kind of doubting, but... yeah, we'll see. Well, yeah, you can be proud and still be prudent there, Vittergelt. Yeah, you too. Maybe get a different shirt. You can have the Temple Cyclist back, by the way. I'm not going to need it. I have a coffer for that now. Vittergelt? Professor Eric? Hello? Guess they didn't hear me. Quest complete. Did he think he would power up after taking off his shirt? He must not have thought of the weighted clothing thing there, Conker. And that's it for the Monk Quest and the base game. To take the next ones, we need to have Heaven's Ward and complete the main scenario quest before the dawn, which is at the very end of all the patch content after the base game. And then the next one will be available. So it's going to be a few episodes before we can do that. Oh, okay, that guy's got it under control. I was about to go help that guy with that beggar, but I think he's good. Okay, well, that's taken care of. Let's teleport our way over to Camp Blue Fog and see what the hell's going on with the resistance over there.
I am a fucking champion.
What did you do?
I finally beat that fucking Rampage quest.
Nice.
Wait, which Red Mage quest?
A rewarding struggle. Those 2 fucking black mages you fight in the tunnel do nothing but spam paralyze.
The word struggle was in the quest. They weren't kidding.
I literally just spammed it.
Yeah, that quest was something, alright.
Todd knows your pain.
I did not enjoy it, but hey, I have red mage at 70. I've been through all of it already.
It's okay. I won.
Yeah, that's literally how you feel by the time it's over.
Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be, you know, well done, as long as you win. In that case.
I just casually just, like, I was like, wait, so why am I dying? I can't heal enough. Wait, I have drain. So I just literally was just like, jolt, drain, jolt, drain, jolt, drain. Fletche, when it was up. Oh, hey, look, my black and white man is all the way up. Just fucking just stab the fuck out of the other one.
Nice.
Except I went in there with full black and white mana because I am a terrible human being.
I mean, if that works for you.
I was gonna say, it's not a bad thing to have full black and white mana. It just means that you didn't get to a point where you could burn it all early.
True, but I also didn't want to burn it all early because I knew that second black mage was going to be an asshole. Level 53 on red mage. Let's go.
Nice. Well, Lieutenant, how would you feel if you were standing at the end of an era, basically, here? At the end of the main quest? You'd probably have your mind anywhere but as well. It's practically a suicide mission for these people. Sergeant Crackfist needs a hero to make a stew. Didn't expect to be doing this right at the end of the main quest, but okay then. Well, that was nice of him to cook his meals for his men. Hopefully he was a good cook. That makes sense.
One more level until I get that base Vercure.
Oh, almost there.
Another freaking spell to add to the collection.
Basilisk stew, huh? Oh, so you want me to put the finishing touches on your basilisk stew? Okay, I can do that. So I probably need to kill some basilisks then, huh? I can English today. Maybe a little. Apparently not. Yeah, I don't think I showed this on screen earlier. I forget if we've... You know, I think we have been here on screen at one point. We may not have gone up this way on screen. But then again, I came to Camp Blue Fog like way earlier in the game than I was supposed to because I was like, oh, what's up here? Oh,
same.
Well, but yeah, these earth sprites are... the things I've been killing for the earth crystals that I use to make the glamour prisms you see in my inventory there.
I mean, you could have done what I did, and you're level 29, and you explored the rest of the world on Chocobo back.
Yeah, I could have done that, yeah. Let's test out Dragon Kick. It's part of our rotation.
Dragon Kick is one of your best skills. Please use it.
Oh, I will. The only thing that will make me not use it as much right now is that I don't have Form Shift yet. Once I get Form Shift, it's on 1, basically, because once I get Form Shift, it's going to be the first skill I use in every fight. So, it's just that good. So, don't you worry about that, Todd. I got that all handled.
You're doing better than a lot of people. I'm telling you that right now. I've met many a monk who's never used Dragon Kick before.
Really? Wow. It is though. It's one of their best skills. I don't know how you could ignore it.
And yes, these are people who were level 60 and up.
Oh, jeez. Dalvag's Final Flame. I don't think I want to mess with that.
Is that the A rank?
It has, I think it is. It's got the orange symbol next to its name. It's level 50. It kind of looks like
rank.
It kind of looks like a biological version of that weird Deathclaw thing that Cole used as a mount for one point. Maybe that's its hair. I can't really tell. It's funky looking, whatever it is. I was hoping it would turn this way, but I also kind of don't because I don't want to get my ass kicked today.
Can somebody please tell me why the hell my red mage has more HP than my paladin?
It's because scaling. Your red mage should probably have completely better armor than your paladin does right now.
Which it does. Strong Quest second do.
Okay, got all the basilisk meat we need. Let's bring it back and make a stew. Oh, we don't even have to go back into the camp to do it either. We can just do it right from this bubbling cauldron. Alright, let's plop this in. Stir it all up real good. Make sure the meat's not raw anymore, obviously. But I think I'm mindful enough of that. I ain't no culinarian, but yeah, we're waiting a little bit, so. Let me watch and observe as if I was leatherworking. There we go. Got some stew. So let's go hand it out. I know what the name of this episode's going to be, and Cole's going to castrate me when he finds out what it is. I just thought of it now, considering the quest that I'm doing to end it off. Where is this person?
I don't want to know.
I mean, it's not the worst pun I've ever made, but it is a pun. So
how bad is it?
Like I said, not the worst pun I've ever made, but it's pretty much pretty it's pretty representative of what has happened so far. I'll say that much in this episode. What are you doing up here all by your lonesome? I mean, I know you're probably the first watch, but you need some stew, I think. Well, it might not, but this stew might remind you of old times you had with them. Not going to be like last time I had to do several side quests to prove myself. I don't think so, because I think it's only a few choice quests that you have to do to improve morale before they go storming the gates. So, it makes sense to me. I mean, at least it's not like, you know, the Trial of Titan or all of the time we spent in Kurthus. Admittedly, those were only a couple of streams, but it's like, okay, we're doing this again.
It's better than what we used to go through, where DPS queues were so bad, it was faster to just form literally just alliances of players and just do nothing but Fates and Coerthus repeatedly, because there was so... The way those work, at least, is that Fates scale based on, you know, how many people are in the general area.
Oh, okay.
So that they're always running. Mm-hmm. With that many people all running Fates and Coerthus at the same time, they would basically be up on a loop, and you would just mount up and just go between them at all times.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I keep taking advantage of the fact that I have Road to 60, and it's like not a lot of people had that luxury. People coming into the game now do, but
this buffed?
Because it was our first character on this server, I think. I forget.
I think it's first character on server, yes.
Okay. Well, you won't die if you have this stew in your stomach. You always got to go into battle on a full stomach. Well, actually, that's a bad idea. You should probably wait a few hours before going into battle. But have some stew anyway. Yeah, you might want to go see a healer about the basilisk venom. I didn't cure the meat to take that out, so, my bad. Okay, one more bit of stew to deliver, and then we can probably talk to Cracked Fist again and get a little closer to being ready. Ah, here we go. Eyes up here, Private. You've got a job to do. Oh, don't give me that excuse here. Have some stew. It'll make you feel better. These guys all have these different... I like the Lalafell, though, that was up on the ledge, because he was like, oh my god, you know... He's, like, sulking because his friend died to the things. Then you give him the stew, and he's like, I'm going to kill every last one of them! I'm like, okay, dude.
I feel that at an emotional level.
Slow down.
You know, I feel that at an emotional level.
It was just a complete 180. He was sulking and, like, super depressed about it, and then all of a sudden he's, like, super murder mode engaged.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
He gets murdered.
Don't worry,
That's
I'm
the
talking
worst.
about something else that's completely irrelevant to our current situation, I swear.
Oh, okay. Poison should make them stronger if they don't die. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, I could just run around camp casting Asuna again. I've already done that in Camp Bronze Lake, so... What's one more round about the camp?
That almost ended horribly.
What's that?
I'm doing a trial, and people didn't do the mechanic, and it nearly got me and someone else killed because I tried to do the mechanic and save them.
Oh, well, that's not good. All upon the watchtowers. Let's take this one, and then I think we'll call it a day. And what favor would that be? Oh yeah, I remember those watchtowers. I think they were taken over by bandits or something. Never thought I'd be killing bandits this late in the story either, but I guess we're here now, aren't we? Oh, okay, so they actually have privates over there at this point. Cool.
Well, the person I wanted to commend left. Good job.
Don't you hate it when they do that?
I don't know why people do that, though. It's like,
because they just
hold
want
off.
to play the game. They don't care about commendations.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I get that.
I appreciate accommodations. They make me feel better.
As I stopped playing the game as often, my commendation slowed down. By the end of my first year, I actually had almost 2,000.
Oh, nice. I have 40.
And as of now, I have 2,857 commendations.
Oh, wow! That did fall off quite a bit, didn't it?
Just a little bit, fam.
Well, I just saw somebody on the Senior Sabbatender mount, and then they disappeared from thin air. So I don't know what happened there,
they
but
probably went into a duty then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we are here on the doorstep of the Empire. Phase 2 is in motion, and before long, within the next few quests, we'll be moving into the final phase where we take down the castrum that's just north of us there. But do you really think I'm going to do that without taking on a bunch of side quests first? Find out on the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV, the Stream Edition. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you next time, which will be on Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you've been here for a while, you probably already know the answer to that question. But if you don't, you'll find out. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good night.
Peace.
I just hear Cole sighing in the background.